Tonight's pregame tailgate and the fireworks are in celebration of the last Wahai football game here at historic Burleski Stadium. Burleski opened in 1926 as a multi-sport complex, converting from a football field in the fall to a baseball facility in the spring and summer. It was renamed after the legendary Whitman College athlete and coach Raymond Vincent Burleski in 1940. Some notable Wahai football players to play on this field include thousands of young men, but these guys kind of stand out. Harry Beans Ebbing, Dean Derby, Drew Bledsoe, and Peter Sherman, each going on to play in the NFL. These tailgate and fireworks activities were organized by Wahai Football Alumni in partnership with Big Bang Fireworks, the Big Blue Boosters, Integrity Design, Tice Construction, Price Computers, and the Davis team empowered by Mortgage Express.
As the Blue Devils will take to the field right there on campus for the first time. They've been playing out here at Burleski for years. Burleski actually was established here in 1940, named by the Whitman baseball coach as Burleski Stadium back in 1940, I was told. So you can fact check me on that detail. I'll try to fact check myself, but that's what I was told as we were entering and talking to a couple of the great umpires and referees that have been out here on the field for both baseball and football. So after this season, Burleski will be primarily a baseball stadium only for Whitman College and the ever-loving Walla Walla Suites. So if you're still here in town, have nothing going on, you got about 15 more minutes to come down if you don't know where Burleski game. So today's being a playoff game, even though it's not technically a playoff game. WIA rules make us pay to play and come in and participate in the game as a spectator. So if you're coming in, expect to pay $10 for the adults and $5 for students and seniors. If you are a Wahai student, though, you do still get in free with your ID. So make sure to bring that, as the Big Blue Boosters will be covering that cost. So again, the last football game for Burleski, or for Wahai here at Burleski Stadium. So we're excited. The Blue Devil players are out on the field.
Varying rates depending on driving conditions and habits, which can make your vehicle vulnerable to costly transmission repairs. And while transmission repair is our specialty, we want to help you avoid costly repairs with our expert transmission maintenance service. Come see us at Walla Walla Transmission, just north of West Rose Street at 204 Bennett, Walla Walla.
Did you know that D.A. Davidson has been in business for over 87 years? Behind our history is a solid balance sheet and a legacy of community involvement. We encourage our financial advisors like Bill Fleener and Brandon Zarro to volunteer throughout Walla Walla and give back to the causes that matter most. When planning your future, why not work with a local firm that truly cares? Visit Bill and Brandon at 102 West Main Street. Fleener Zarro Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC.
On your next Alaska Airlines flight from Walla Walla, you will experience a new and improved Walla Walla Regional Airport Terminal building. Your travel from Walla Walla will be more comfortable with an expanded security checkpoint, which now includes a less intrusive body scanner, an enlarged gate seating area, and an automatic entry door. Book your tickets today on Alaska Air to any of their 101 one-stop destinations from Walla Walla. Fly Walla Walla, where your parking is always free.
In honor of the Veterans Day holiday weekend, Diu Soldats Vineyard and Winery will honor Matthew Fazzari, a beloved local fallen hero. DU Soldats will donate 10% of all sales from November 8th through the 11th to Matthews Memorial Scholarship Fund at DeSales Catholic High School. We hope you can join us in celebrating and remembering Matthews' legacy. For more information, visit the winery's website, deuxsoldats.com. That's DEUXSOLDATS.com.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium, Blue Devils fans. If you aren't down here tonight, you missed out on one heck of a fireworks show. Burleski sending out the Wahai Blue Devils on their final voyage here as the football team is going to be casting out and sailing away over to their home court over at Wahai on the brand new turf field, passed by the taxpayers with the levee. So we're super excited about being there. So last time the Devils will be playing here on the grass field. So again, we've got a fantastic interview with Justin James as he talks about his time here at Burleski, kind of what's transpired over this season, this 2-7 season. Again, only 2 wins. However, a lot of growth and promise kind of out there for us heading into the 25-26 season that he's going to be talking about. And when we get back, I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the starters for both sides, and we'll have the coin toss and the national anthem. So, again, you're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC. Hello, Blue Devil Nation. We are here today with Coach James talking about the end of the year and kind of recapping what's been going on and what we're looking forward to going into the final game at Burleski Stadium. Obviously, you know, it's been a bit since we've talked, coming off some big losses. Obviously, those are hard pills to swallow. What did we learn during those big losses, and what is going to change going up today in our last game against Yakama?
You know, I guess going back to our previous couple games, I think most people know we play in an extremely competitive league, and we're playing against teams that are in the top 20 of the state every week in and week out. And obviously, it's going to be challenging, and that being said, as coaches and as players, you know, we had some good conversations, some good learning moments about how the importance of practice and the importance of, you know, being ready to play every single week and not taking practices off or plays off. And so, you know, we saw a great, in the last 2 weeks, we've seen an increased effort in practice, and we've seen our kids respond really well to what we're asking them to do. Coming into this week, I mean, our kids are excited, and you would think that it is a playoff game because of the excitement we've got on the practice field, and I think that they love the opportunity that they're going to have to go out and end the season with a win and end the season at Burleski Stadium and close that thing out the right way.
No, it's really exciting. I mean, you and I both played at Burleski Stadium as students and athletes, and so we got to see a lot of games ourselves, both as players and as visitors. So, I mean, it's really exciting to be able to be there. There is going to be a lot of excitement. Obviously, you've generated a lot of excitement this year with a lot of the changes that you've made. Obviously, picking up a couple of big wins, which, you know, wins in the football program have been few and far between the previous years. So, some changes, you know, going on. Let's give me your basic thoughts on you playing the last game at Burleski Stadium yourself as a player, as a coach, and what that means to you.
I mean, Burleski's going to be a special place to me because it is the place that I played, and we won a lot of football games there. You know, I was fortunate to be part of a really strong program at that point, something that we're trying to rebuild into. And, you know, I have a lot of great moments with guys that I love playing football on that field. And you know, we played some baseball games there, too. And so it really is, it's the end of an era for Wahai being at Burleski. And it's one of those things that's bittersweet because, you know, we are leaving Burleski, somewhere that's been home for a long time, but we're getting a brand new facility, a brand new stadium, and we've been able to practice on our new field turf, and man, it's phenomenal. We just couldn't be more thankful for the voters who decided to pass that bond. It's not a bond, sorry. It's called a levy. Yeah, it's a levy. But anyways, we're so thankful that got passed because we have great facilities, and I think it's going to do nothing but help our program moving forward.
Yeah, you've had a lot of success so far. Give me a couple of things like your biggest successes so far, and then maybe some lessons. I don't want to say negative things, but things that you've learned so far, and what that looks like going into 25-26 football season next year.
I think that our successes, it comes back to our core values to start with. I mean, one of the things that we want to improve is our dedication as a football program. And we've seen more kids put in more hours in the weight room, and more kids come to more practices. Attendance is way up. Our retention of players is way up. So that dedication piece is coming along the way. Discipline-wise, I mean, we're a more disciplined football team. We're not getting unsportsmanlike penalties. We're not doing stupid things. We're making good decisions and good choices. And that determination piece, and that's the hardest one to really put a measure on. But if you watch us play, and we've had some rough ones lately, but our kids are not quitting at the end of games. We have kids on the sideline who want to go back in the game, who want to keep competing, and so we can see that determination piece pay off as well. And our biggest successes outside of those sort of core values is really when we think about this as a football program. We're winning games as a football program. We won, our freshmen just finished up last night winning their 6th game, and our JV team won 2 games. And at those 2 levels, I don't know the last time we had those numbers of wins. And so as a program, when you put it all together, you can see that we're growing in the right direction, and that growth is obviously going to take some time. Moving forward was your other question. And as we move forward, I think, some of the lessons that we have continued to learn are really just about ourselves and our kids. I mean, every single week you're trying to figure out how to put kids in the best position to be successful. And so you make little changes every single week, and you don't want to upset the entire scheme or the entire plan that you have. So you're trying to make changes that your kids can actually accomplish. And so going into the off season, I mean, we have a laundry list of things that we're going to make sure that we improve on as coaches, and that we're going to coach better, and that we're going to change. Because, I mean, this is what competitors are. They're people who decide that they're not satisfied. And obviously, whether we ended the season at, 3-7, or we ended it at 7-3 at the end of the year, I would still go, gosh, we weren't good enough at this. We're going to get better at this. Here's the thing that we're going to change moving forward, because we just can't be satisfied. That's kind of our mantra as coaches.
No, that's fantastic, Coach. I mean, obviously, the celebration of the wins, like you said, whether they're 2, whether they're 7, obviously the program has seen some success. Again, like you and I had talked the other night at the football game, it's hard when you're going up against, the number 15, teams in the state, and kind of expecting, with a growing program and a changing program, to have, a big success against teams like that. So, it's nice to be able to end the season, hopefully against a more, suitable team for us to go and end the season with. And obviously 25-26, it's going to be awesome to see the new stadium, have the kids and everybody out there, cheering us on from our home field, like our actual home field. Anything that you'd like to, the community to know, future, Blue Devil football players to know going into 25-26, things to look forward to, things that they should be prepared for if they want to come out and play, because the freshmen are having a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I think that the things that I want to bring up to the community is just, first of all, I want to thank everybody who has been extremely supportive of this program, from parents down to people that I run into on the street, down to people within our school here that are just extremely supportive of what we're doing and see the changes within our kids and make that known to me on a daily or weekly basis. For our players incoming next year, we basically came into this off season, and we had, 90 days of strength training as a team under our belts collectively, like together. That's how much time we had. We're going to have, now 365 year-round workouts and year-round opportunities for kids to improve, and we encourage them to be playing other sports. I want to go watch our kids play basketball in the winter and wrestle, and watch them run track and play baseball in the spring. But they know that if they're not doing those things and they're not involved, they know where we're going to be, and it's going to be in the weight room and out on the field getting bigger and faster and stronger. So extremely excited because we got a bunch of dedicated kids coming up and really looking forward to next year. I had my wife asked me just today, this morning, she goes, so like, what are your feelings on the end of a season now? And I said, honestly, I'm looking forward to a little more time to be able to spend with my family. That being said, I wish that our freshmen could become sophomores and our sophomores could become juniors right now, and we could just start over again, because I'm extremely optimistic and really looking forward to seeing us back on the field next year.
Coach, again, it's been an exciting year, lots of changes, lots of great changes, and we're all looking forward to seeing you out there on the field in 25-26, so enjoy your time off, and we'll see you on the sidelines. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you so much.
KGDC Walla Walla.
That was a fantastic interview I had with Coach Justin James there today. So, again, if you missed it, an absolutely just great man. Looking forward to what he's doing. The Wahai Blue Devils did win the toss, and they just got a first down. Kenroy Brown on a run down the field after about a 10-yard return by DK after Evan King handed it off on a little trickery in the backfield. So Wahai now at 2nd and 10 after picking up the first down with Kenroy Brown. Kenroy's coming off. Derek Bingham's back out there on the field. If you're just joining us, if you weren't watching, looked like Owen was looking downfield for Carter Chevelle on a go route and just overthrew him about by 20 yards. Owen's got a fantastic cannon on him, just overthrew him. So Wahai now 2nd and 10. Evan in the backfield, Owen from the shotgun. We got two wide receivers here to the near side, Carter on the far side. Fake handoff, throw out to Derek Bingham. Derek fields it at the 45, dodges a tackler, reaches forward and picks up an extra 2 more yards, stretching out to about the 48-yard line. And that's going to be 3rd down and about 3 yards. So a little sling pass out to Derek Bingham. Derek staying out. Bridger Sedgwick comes off as Wahai goes into their 2 running back set. Kenroy flanked to the left, Evan King to the right, Owen from the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Owen sending Kenroy out in motion. Fake pumps, drops a little pass over to Evan. Evan at the 50, kicks to the 4th down. He's the 40, he's at the 30, bounces to the left side. Carter Chevelle on the block on the far side. Evan's still going. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he stretches forward, and he is tackled down at the 5-yard line. So a fantastic screenplay over there by Owen as he drops it into the basket of Evan King, and Evan cuts up the field for the first down and then some. The ball now placed, looks like they're going to bring him back a little bit after the stretch and roll, and they're going to place that ball down at about the 10-yard line. Oh, they're going to place it at the 12. It looks like it's actually the 12. It's hard to see. The lines are a little faded in the last game here. Again, 2 running backs in the backfield for Wahai. A bounce pass. Oh, and keeps it himself. Trying to find the edge. Reaches forward, stretches, and picks up about 8 yards on that keeper. The ball snapped a little low, rolled its way into the hands of Owen Godinez, who holds onto it and picks up an 8-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 4. Kenroy comes off. Bridger Sedgwick back in. 2nd and 4 for the Devils. Owen sending 2 wide receivers out far. A nice snap this time. Rolls out, looks over to the side where Bridger is, and it in and out of the hands of Bridger Sedgwick as Bridger with a little slant across the middle, fading out, and just can't hold on to it. Kenroy Brown back in. Bridger Sedgwick coming out. 3rd and 4. The Devils are at the 5-yard line. So They got an opportunity to pick up another first down, but more than likely they're either going to get in or go for it on fourth. So 2 wide receivers. Owen calls the snap. Handoff to Kenroy. Kenroy cuts back up the middle. Takes him on and runs right into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenroy Brown. The Devils taking the lead here in the first quarter. 8:56 on the clock. Kenroy Brown running over the safety and putting 6 points on the board for the Devils. Devils sending out their kick team for the extra point. Cooper Shields setting up. Micah as a holder. Beautiful snap. Laid down perfectly and splits the uprights. It's good. Wahai Blue Devils 7. The Yakama Valley Rams 0. So Wahai taking down their first series for a score here at Burlesky Stadium. The last game here of the season and here at Burlesky. And starting it off right so far, heading in the right direction, 7-0. Again, the starters on offense for the Devils are Owen Hand, Mason Garrett, Jake Humphreys, and Adrian Ortiz, as well as Connor Nunez over on the O-line. So the O-line doing their job and finding some space for the running backs to run. Out at wide receivers, Carter Chevelle, Bridger Sedgwick, Derek Bingham, and DK Romero Herrera. At running back, Evan King and Kenroy Brown. And at the helm, running the show, Owen Godinez, the senior quarterback from Tushi transfer, doing a fantastic job so far tonight, finding his connections. And then defense, you're going to be seeing David Lennox, Mason Garrett, and Ryan Oblisk out on D-line. At linebacker, Bridger Sedgwick, Ethan Belcher, Mark Albaugh, and Damian Romero Herrera, DK, transferring in from DB into the linebacker space, giving Kenroy Brown, Gregory Powell, Derek Bingham, and Carter Chevelle as the sophomore-senior show out in the secondary. So exciting little switch up today at defense. Here's Cooper Shields with the kick. It's deep, far out to the far side of the field, fielded at about the 10-yard line. It's dropped, picked up, they toss it, it's kicked. The ball's still on the ground. Wahai picks it up, and he flicks it out of bounds instead of falling on it. So I'm not sure why we flicked the ball out of bounds. If he would have just fell on it. Let's see what they're going to call. Where they're going to place it. The ball was kicked. And they're going to place it down at about the 25-yard line where the Rams will take the ball. Sending split twins left and right. Single running back from the shotgun. The quarterback for the Rams is Drayden Byerly, the sophomore for the Rams here. Wahai showing blitz, showing the house, sending people in. The whistle is blown. And looks like they're taking a player off. Must be an equipment failure or didn't have his mouth guard in. 8:49 here on the clock. The Rams in their first series now here in the first quarter. The last first quarter here at Burlesky Stadium for football. Wahai again showing blitz, looking like they're going to send the house. The only linebacker in the backfield is DK. And a tackle over there by Kenroy Brown and DK as the running back takes the ball up the middle for a gain of about 5.5. Well, they're going to give him 6.5 on that one. So second down and 3. 8:32 here in the first quarter. The Rams from Yakama Valley coming into Walla Walla. And as a little final season playoff game for both teams. They're Yakama Valley Rams 4-5, the Devils 2-7 on the season. Wahai again showing blitz. 2 wide receivers set left and right for the Rams. Motion, little quick pitch, trying to find some space as he runs down the side. Gregory Powell meets him at the line and drops him down. So a fantastic tackle by GP3 out there with a no gain, maybe 6 inches out there. So Gregory Powell following his block and brings him down. 7:45. That's going to be 3rd and 2. They're going to say he picked up about a yard on that one. So ball at the 35-yard line. Wahai so far has been sending the house almost on the blitz. Let's see what they're going to do here as they run trips this time to the far side. Single wide receiver set. Kenroy Brown all by himself here on the right. A fake handoff, throw out to the outside, and jump route by DK, and it knocks it down, almost picks it off. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Let's see if the Rams decide to go for it here all the way back at the 35. Nope, they are not going to take the chance. They are sending in the punt team as DK Romero goes back to receive the punt. There's a whistle. Oh, the ref placed the ball about 3 yards further back before the punt. So Yakama gets ready for the punt here after their first series, 7-17 here in the first quarter, first half of play. On this crisp, cool night, I can see my breath here in the booth. Calling for the snap, trying to drive him off sides. He gets it off. It is a spiraling kick. Fair catch call by DK at the 34-yard line where he will take a knee. If you're just coming into play, listening to us here, 7-11 on the clock. You know, RIP 7-Eleven in Walla Walla here. 7-Eleven is now closed, so if you're looking for your Slurpee here in Walla Walla, they are no longer available. They are gone, but Wahai slurping up some points here at the beginning of the first quarter with a nice 5-yard run by Kenroy Brown, striking first here for Wahai. Wahai sending twins to the far side. DK here to the near side. Again, a low snap, but picked up quickly by Owen and handed off to Evan, who is taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Evan getting on the counter plate. Gain of about 1 yard.
6:55 here on the running clock as the Devils wait for the play call to come in. DK here on the near side, Bridger Sedgwick on the near side, far side of the field, Carter Chevelle and Derek Bingham. Derek on the interior, Carter Chevelle on the exterior. No safety help in the back, so let's see what the Devils put together. Again, a low snap by Owen and a whistle as a flag comes in. I believe that's going to be offsides. It is. It's going to be encroachment, actually, on the Rams. So a extra chance there and a few extra yards for the Devils. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4. So some good calls going in the form of some positivity finally for the Devils. Usually it's negative for us and with some personal foul calls for face masks and all sorts of stuff. But Wahai sending trips this time to the far side of the field. DK by himself. Evan in the backfield, flanked directly behind Owen. Owen calls for the snap. Again, a low snap. Looking down the field, lays one out there for DK, but unfortunately a little too far. We'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Devils. The Devils up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Staying with the trips to the far side of the field. DK here to the near side. Evan moves to the flanking the left side of Owen. A good snap this time. Owen rolls out to the far side of the field, looking downfield, trying to find somebody. Being pursued quickly. Tries to find Derek running the seam, and it is no good. So the Devils on their second series here will punt back to the Rams from their 40. So 5:52 on the clock as we change possession here. Cooper Shields back to punt. Back to field the ball for the Rams. Number 3, Seth Woodcock, the senior wide receiver. respecting the leg of Cooper, going all the way back to the 20. With it being cold out, though, that ball is going to feel a little heavy and not fly quite as far. So let's see where Cooper can place it. It is short and bounces at the 42-yard line and rolls out at about, what are they going to say, the 36-yard line. So 36-yard line of the Rams is where they will start. 5:46 here on the clock in the first quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, the Devils struck first on their first series of play, drove from the 35-yard line all the way down to the 6, and a quick 6-yard run by Kenroy Brown for the first score for the Devils to start the night so far here at Burleski in the final game here at the stadium. 5:46 on the clock. Yakima coming out with the Twins set to the far side, 2 running backs. Nope, they're going to take a little motion, get into the tight end, so he's moved into tight end. A handoff up the middle, trying to find some space. Mark Albaugh and Ethan Belcher in on the tackle for the Devils. Ethan Belcher has been just an animal there on the D-line for us this year. Out on corner, we got Gregory Powell on the far side. Here on the near side, Kenroy Brown and Carter Chevelle. At safety, Derek Bingham and DK. A quick throw looking deep out to the far side. Derek Bingham's got him, misses the breakdown. DK coming out of nowhere, trying to punch the ball out, and he is tackling him down at the 4-yard line. So a deep ball, a missed cover by Derek on the far side. The Rams picking up a huge pass play there. And it's going to place the ball down at about the 5-yard line is what they're going to say, where DK struck him down. DK sneaking up behind him, trying to punch the ball out. So a heads-up play trying to get the ball out of his hands, but still ended up getting the tackle. So a risky, gutsy play on trying to punch it out, but at least brought him down before he scored. So let's see what the Rams do here with Twins to the left. A handoff up the middle, trying to dive in for some space. And they're going to drop him down at about the 1-yard line. So that's going to bring up second and goal. 4:31 on the clock. The Rams sending in their heavy crew, as I believe they're just going to do a quick handoff up the middle, a little dive play. Let's see if the Devils are going to stack the box. They do. Trying to make contact with him before he gets in. And unfortunately, that's not going to play in favor of the Devils as they stroll in for a quick 6. The Yakama Valley Rams strike for their first score here with 4:09 on the clock on a 1-yard run by the Rams. The Rams sending out their PAT unit, I believe. They kind of stacked up. Nope, they are going to kick. The kicker for the Rams out there tonight is Chase Macy. And Wahai trying to get the jump. Crosses over. Kenroy Brown trying to get the jump on the extra point. Trying to time it. They're going to decline and go for the kick. Not sure what the white hat's telling the center, but the Rams have declined. They're going to stay right where they're at, giving enough space for the extra point. Encroachment on the defense. Obviously, they're going to decline. Run the clock. Here we go. Snap is up. DK streaks out, but he unfortunately gets the ball right between the uprights and DK's arm. That's going to be 7 points now for the Rams. We'll take a quick break with them as they get ready to kick off. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Do you want to know what's really going on in the Walla Walla Valley? Today's Union Bulletin offers you more ways to stay connected with your community, in print, on the web, or on social media. And now, a full print replica edition is available online for subscribers. Now publishing for more than 150 years, the Union Bulletin is proud to support our communities with local, independent journalism. Support your home team community newspaper. Visit union-bulletin.com today.
Ready to make some big changes in your home? Here at Connors Flooring and Design, we understand that investing in new flooring, tile, and countertops involves big decisions that you want to get right the first time. Since 1974, our family-owned business has helped you find the right materials for your home and budget, working with local licensed pro installers to ensure your investment will perform. Come see us today and get a free estimate. Experience our Golden Rule service at Connors Flooring and Design.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back, Blue Devil fans, to Burleski Stadium as the Yakama Valley Rams just struck for the first time tonight with a 1-yard run for a touchdown, and the extra point was good. So 7-7 here so far in the first quarter. So a tight game by both teams. As we start everything off, Shauna Wolford wanted me to make sure that all you guys know that if they're looking to try to get some fans to start coming out and cheering on the Wahai volleyball tomorrow at 2 p.m. They're going to be hosting the district playoff game at home against Central Valley. We want to try to stack the gym as much as possible, so please, come out to the Devil's Den and cheer on those strikers of the volleyball players as they take on Central Valley tomorrow at 2 p.m. So get out there and cheer on your Lady Devils as they take on Central Valley for their playoff game. So, again, a little shout-out for the volleyball team as they prepare for their playoffs. Yakama Valley sets the ball up at the 40-yard line. And the kick is away. It is down the middle, picked up by DK. DK filters over, hands off to Evan King. Evan King's got some space. He bounced at the 30, breaks through a tackle, but is held on by the shoelaces and dropped at the 30. So DK trying to find some space, almost found it, but with a shoelace tackle, brought down at the 30-yard line. So the Devils are going to start at the 30. 4:01 here on the clock left here in the first quarter. Again, if you're just picking us up and listening, the Devils struck first with 8:57 on a 5-yard run by 6-yard run by Kenroy Brown, and then the Rams came back at 4:09 and struck again for their score. A low snap again, a quick handoff tossed in the face of Evan King, who held on to the ball and is hit immediately in the backfield. So some terrible snaps out here so far tonight. Out to the Devil leader, Owens, trying to make something happen out here. It's hard to get something going when you're fielding the ball off the ground yourself, especially to get anything quickly going. So that'll bring up second and a loss of 1 as Evan King doing a great job of holding on to the ball as Owen kind of picked it up and kind of tossed it in the air into his face, but he held on to it. Trips to the far side of the field, single wide receiver set. A good snap this time. Owen rolls out to the far side, looking downfield, trying to find Derek Bingham, but just throws the ball a little high and outside. That will be an incomplete pass and bring up 3rd and 11 for the Devils. So Derek Bingham, open on the slant, just unable to connect. 3:10 on the clock. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. Current score 7-7. Again, 3:10 here in the first quarter of play of the final football game for Wahai at Burleski Stadium. Twins here to the near side, twins to the far side. Evan directly lined up behind Owen. Owen calls for the snap, a low snap again, but holds on to it, looks for it, finds up, steps up in the pocket, looks down the field, finds Derek, and Derek is blanketed out there. There is a flag on the field. I believe they're going to call pass interference as he was just absolutely laid on out there on the far side of the field. Coming up a little limpy.
Number 82, Eric Campbell's on the coverage, but there is a yellow penalty flag on the field.
He's going to stay in there.
Pass interference called on West Valley.
They're going to call pass interference, so that'll give the Devils a first down and 15 full yards. So that'll place the ball down at the 44-yard line and a new set of downs for the Devils. On the far side of the field is going to be Carter Chevelle by himself. Derek swings over here to the near side of the field to join DK on the short side of the field. Bridger Sedgwick joins Carter on the far side, bounces out from tight end. Evan King flanking the right side. Owen calls the snap, a low snap, pump fakes, looking down the field, has a streaking Derek Bingham, but oh my gosh, just throws it too far. Derek Bingham wide open, streaking down the field, and Owen Godinez is not able to put enough touch on the ball to complete the pass. So Derek Bingham on a fantastic route, just not seen. 7-7, 2:58 here in the first quarter. The Devils are going to stay with this 4 wide receiver set. Derek will stay over here with Carter, or with DK, sorry. Carter on the far side. Bridger Sedgwick moves into tight end. Evan flanking behind Owen. Owen calls the snap, a low snap on the ground. Owen tries to get to it. It is picked up on the low snap and run gracefully in for an easy 7 for the Rams. So a bad snap to Owen, and unfortunately Owen and Evan King slip and are unable to get to the ball before the linebacker picks it up and runs it in for a score. So 2:49 as the Rams on a fumble recovery run the ball in, making the score 13-7 so far here in the first quarter. Sending out the point after unit. So most of the night so far, the snaps for Wahai not getting into the hands of Owen very smoothly. This one causing a turnover of possession and the ball. So a fake punt, rolling out, trying to find somebody. Bridger Sedgwick hunts him down. They toss the ball up in the air. It is picked off in the air by Derek Bingham. So that extra point is going to be no good. So an attempt to try to get 2 points on a fake 2-point conversion.
West Valley 13.
It's 2:49 here on the clock. So again, if you're just joining us, the Devils struck first tonight at 8:56 on the clock, running a 5-yard run-in by Kenroy Brown for an easy 7 points. The Rams then turned around and struck for their 7 points at 4:09 on a 1-yard run as they marched down the field after an absolute fantastic long pass by the quarterback, Drayden Byerly. And then just about 10 seconds ago, a fumble, a bad snap, and a quick pickup by the defense on the Rams scores and 6 points for them. And they attempted to do a fake 2-point or fake punt or fake extra point, and rolled out trying to do a 2-point conversion, throws it up, and it's picked off by Derek in the backfield. So Jake Humphreys coming in, it looks like at center, trying to do some snaps to Owen here on the sidelines. A kickoff deep into the hands of Evan King. Evan King tries to find some space, leaps over, and picks up an extra 3 yards. So that ball will be down at about the 32-yard line, and the Devils offense coming out on the field. Let's hope that the snaps improve, as the Devils need to get something going here in the first quarter after losing the energy that they had after scoring first, striking first out here on the field. The Devils are coming out this time with their running back set. Twins to the far side, one wide receiver here to the near side. Twin running backs in the backfield. Not sure what was going on here. They pulled Kenroy off to the side. Not sure if it was some sort of equipment failure or what. But they pulled Kenroy off and put Bridger Sedgwick in. So a change of play, unfortunately, for the Devils after they came out. A snap over here, trying to hand it off to Evan King. Evan King not knowing which side he was supposed to run on, or Owen not knowing what side he was running to. Broken play. Owen tries to pick up a couple of yards as he runs into the back of Evan and picks up about a yard. So Bridger Sedgwick comes off. Kenroy Brown back out onto the field for the Devils. 2:13 here on the clock here in the first quarter. The Devils, 2nd and 9. 2 running backs in the backfield. Twins to the set to the far side of the field. A low snap. Handoff to Kenroy. Kenroy breaks around here to the near side of the field, trying to find some space. Runs over the top. Dives forward. And picks up about 8 yards on that one. So about a yard short.
Kenroy Brown.
Kenroy running aggressively up the field. Picks up 8. So 3rd down and a short yard for the Devils. And Justin James, I believe, is asking for them to replace the ball. And the ref is not understanding where the ball is supposed to be placed. If you're from where I'm standing up in the sun, up here, it should be a first down if the ball is where it's at. So James calling for them to take a peek at where the ball is at. It is way farther back than where the marker is. As apparently it's going to take 4 or 5 of them to decide where that ball is going to be placed. The down marker.
Timeout for an instant replay on the spot of the ball.
Mr. Goebel making some jokes out there as there is no instant replay, but they're trying to figure out where this ball is going to be placed. They are going to call for a measurement out here. Depending on where they place that that chain, it looked from up here like he had the first down on the reach. We'll see after they place it. I believe he's going to have it. First down? Nope. They're going to say short by a couple inches.
It'll be 3rd
so
inches for your Blue Devils.
The Devils will probably just do a short little push, get the first down quickly. I think we need some Vic Walker out there on the field to have some real placement, but Vic Walker, one of the few people who has played, coached, and reffed out here at Bolesky, out here watching the Blue Devils. Going under center is Owen, trying to call for the snap. Looking out, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. James will call a timeout, trying to pull the Yakama Valley Rams offside. So a 3rd and 1. We'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Why do so many people listen to KGDC and KGDC2? Could it be our market exclusives on the top 2 names in conservative news? KGDC 92.9 FM has 10 minutes of Fox News each and every hour, and KGDC2 102.3 FM is the exclusive home of townhall.com radio news. Plus, our stations have market exclusives on powerful features such as Breakpoint, Focus on the Family Minute, Dr. James Dobson's Family Talk, and more. 92.9 FM and 102.3 FM, the best radio in Walla Walla.
Hello, Sarah Rick, Service Director at Walla Walla Toyota. We have a cutting-edge, new technology, Hunter Alignment Checker and Laser Tire Tread Analyzer. This is the only tool of its kind in our area. It only takes about 15 minutes of your time, and this tool can save you future tire wear and takes the guesswork out of wondering if you need an alignment. Please stop in. We look forward to seeing you.
Walla Walla Toyota Service Department, 509-537-0124.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Bolesky Stadium as a bad snap again by the Devils. Owen Godinez falls on it. So the Devils, who only had about an inch to go, unable to hold on to the ball. And Wahai not willing to take the risk. So again, a bad snap and unable to hold on to the ball causes another turnover almost. This time, it'll be a punt, fortunately, and we'll get a chance to place that ball deep in Rams territory as Cooper Shields fields the ball and has a fantastic kick in the air on this cold night. It's going to bounce at the 40 and hang right there on the 40-yard line, almost dropping dead on the 40, where the Rams will take over.
West Valley possession starts at their own 40-yard line.
Snaps are not helping us tonight here at Burlesky, as 2 times now the Devils had an opportunity and are unable to capitalize. 1:05 here on the clock. The Rams up 13-7 here in the first quarter. Rams sending twins to the left and right this time from the shotgun. The sophomore quarterback with the running back directly flanked behind him. Handing it off the middle. Nope, he's going to fake it and a throw out. Gregory Powell, not fooled, jumps the route and tackles him for a 4-yard loss. On a swing pass out to the far side of the field, Gregory Jenkins out there putting a stop.
Gregory Powell.
39 seconds here on the running clock. The Rams trying to get the play off here. 30 seconds. Sending the running back out in motion. 3 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. So 4 wide receivers here to the near side of the field. Dropping back, looking for somebody, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield. A sack out there by good old Connor Nunez, the transfer from DeSales, busting through the line and brings him down for a loss, and I believe that's going to run the quarter out. I do not think the Rams are going to get a play off, so that'll bring up 3rd down and a long ways to go for the Rams. So we'll take a break with them. If you're just joining us, the Rams up 13-7 here in the first quarter. We're going to switch ends of the field and take a break. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
You've worked hard to make it beautiful. Now get your yard ready for colder weather. L&G Ranch Supply, your local True Value hardware store in Walla Walla, carries rakes, fall fertilizers, lawn bags, tarps, everything you need to keep your yard looking nice through the winter. Plus, find a great selection of men's and women's Carhartt clothing. Remember to pick up a bag of Science Diet dog or cat food for your furry friends. Ask about weekly specials as well. Stop in today. L&G Ranch Supply, your local True Value hardware store off Tosick Way. A trusted name in the Walla Walla Valley, it's L&G Ranch Supply.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of services and products to the Walla Walla Valley. Doyle Electric's 5 divisions all strive to satisfy every customer, every time. Doyle's experienced pump and motor staff services and sells pumps and motors, from large irrigation to domestic systems, along with water purification and conditioning setups for healthier, better tasting water for you and your family. The best products and service. Doyle Electric. We care about your safety.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burlesky Stadium as we start the second quarter here of play, the final second quarter for Wahai football at Burlesky Stadium. The Rams taking over, 3rd and 23, a long 23, looking to find somebody, throws it out, and they have lots of room on the far side of the field. And finally, no one's going to take him down, and he's going to pick up the first down. So after a 12 yards of loss, 3rd and a long 22, the Rams pick up the first down and then some on a long swing pass, a little screen pass out to the far side of the field. DK coming in on the tackle. The Rams staying with this twins format. 2 to the far side, 2 here to the near side. Single running back set from the shotgun. A fake snap draws off the Wahai Devils as Luke Trebewasser trying to get back to the quarterback is going to give them 5 yards and another chance at first down. So 1st and 5 yards to go now for the Rams from the 40-yard line. So encroaching into Wahai territory, the Rams trying to put some more points on the board after scoring about 3 minutes ago. Just throwing into motion, a fake handoff and a pitch up the middle, still on his feet, and he's rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling for about another 15 yards all the way down to the 25-yard line.
He's tackled by number 3.
So a 15-yard run there by the Rams and a first down. 11:19 here on the clock. The Rams diving into Devil territory here. 1st and 10. A high snap. Looking down the field, stepping up into the pocket. The wide receiver is not open, and the good old linebacker takes him down. Bridger Sedgwick stepping up and putting him for a 2-yard loss as he tried to step up in the pocket, looking down the field, but they were all covered by the Devils. 10:46 here on the clock. In the second quarter, the Rams sending trips out here to the near side of the field. One wide receiver set to the far side. Nobody out there on him. Not sure what's going on here. Rams with a little extra movement on the outside. I believe that's going to be a 10-yard loss for the Rams.
On the West Valley.
Yep, a false start.
That'll move them back
5 yards. Now it's going to be
second down.
Second down and 20. So Bridger Sedgwick and the false start penalty for the Rams, bringing them 2nd and 20 here. A nice snap, handoff up the middle, runs right past the linebackers, but is dropped in the backfield and by the secondary about a yard past the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. So no one stopping the run up the middle. The Devils down 7-13 here in the second quarter. 9:51 on the clock if you're just joining us. The ball's on the 24-yard line. Rams with twins tight. Sending the running back in motion. Looks across the middle, who's wide open. Nobody around him. And they finally bring him down at about the 6-yard line. Gregory Powell in on the tackle with DK Romero Herrera, but he was wide open. Nobody was covering him with that throw across the middle. So first down and goal for the Rams. Let's see what the Rams have in store. A handoff, I'm assuming, and an easy score for the Rams as they run in for a 6-yard score, taking the score to 19-7 here in the second quarter. A 6-yard run by the Rams, taking the score to 19. Extra point unit was out there. Not sure if they're going to change it up and go for 2.
Looks like the Rams will be trying to go for
Looks
2.
like they are going for 2. 9:13 here on the clock. The Rams offense back out on the field. Trips here to the near side. One wide receiver flanked to the far side, stacking the wide receivers here on the near side, rolling out, looking to the right, looking up the middle. Tries to throw it, almost sacked, and it's almost picked off as Ethan Belcher attempted to sack the quarterback in the backfield, but unable to bring him down.
No good.
Gregory Powell jumps the route and knocks the ball down, so another failed extra point by the Rams keeps the score at 19. 9:13 here on the clock. So if you're just joining us, the Rams twice now have attempted a two-point conversion, and twice the Devils have held strong and knocked the ball away as they hold the score 19-7. The Rams coming out on the field to kick the ball out to the Devils. So far tonight, the Devils have been able to get the ball at least to the 35 on all their kickoff returns. The Devils won the toss and chose to receive at the beginning of the half, so going into the third, they will be kicking off to the Rams. So let's see if the Devils can get a score here and try to even things up and give enough time for them to score again. So we need a quick score here going into halftime, as the Devils so far are down 19-7. The kicker back deep.
Romero Herrera and number 5, Evan.
The Rams with the kick, and it is deep. DK will field it at the 5. A fake handoff to Evan, gives him some space. DK bounces it back up the middle, strips a tackle, bounces out, still on his feet, driving forward, and I think he's going to be dropped now at the 25-yard line. So a great fake towards Evan, drawing a few Rams in the opposite direction, but they held on tight, eyeballed DK, and dropped him at the 25. So 9:02 on the clock as the Devils start their series here in the second half. Their first series, unfortunately, not able to make anything happen with a 3rd and 1. Looks like they're going to come out with their 2 running back set. 2 wide receivers out to the far side, 1 wide receiver here to the near side. Kenroy flake to the right of Owen, Evan to the left. Owen sends KB out in motion. A quick swing pass out to Kenroy. Kenroy's got some moves, tries to move forward, and is dropped after about 3 yards.
Pass complete to number 10. Kenroy Brown.
They're going to give him 2 yards on that one, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. As they switch Bridger Sedgwick for Kenroy, bringing in another receiver. Evan King's going to be directly behind Owen this time. Twins here to the near side with Bridger Sedgwick flanking to the near side. Owen drops back, draws everybody off, tries to do a dump pass to Bridger, breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet, still running, spinning, and diving forward, and picks up the first down. So Bridger Sedgwick hit in the backfield, but able to strip the tackle and keep his legs moving, and picks up the first down for the Devils, moving the ball out to about the 37-yard line. 8:10 here on the clock. The Devils with trips here to the near side. DK out far to the far side of the field. Bridger bounces in at tight end. Owen calls for the snap, a low snap, fake handoff to to Evan, rolls out, looking for Derek. Derek off of his hands and to the ground, an incomplete pass. So Owen rolling out here to the near side of the field, looking for Derek Bingham, who was open on the 40, but unable to hold on to the ball. The incomplete pass will stop the clock at 8:04. 7-19. The Devils are down by 12 here in the second quarter. Justin throwing the play out. Owen hustling his players out to their positions. 15 seconds on the play clock. They need to get things going if they're going to get this play off. 10 seconds on the clock. Twins to the far side. 5 seconds on the clock. They need to get things going. He needs to stop the ball. Throws Kenroy in motion. A handoff to Kenroy. Kenroy trying to find some space. He stays on his feet, but they're going to call him down. When nobody was holding on to him, he was still on his feet. Nobody was holding on to him. They call the play dead. I'm not sure why they called the play dead. He wasn't even tackled. as Kenroy running in the wrong direction but trying to make some space, had lots of space available to him if they wouldn't have called the play dead. They called the play dead on him, and it's going to be a loss of about 7 yards. That was a terrible call out there by the refs. Wahai needing to send trips now out to the far side of the field, needing to find some space out there. DK, Derek, and Bridger. Owen rolls out here to the near side. Lots of time, lots of space. Throws down the field. A wide open Bridger Sedgwick, who leaps up, catches the ball at the 50. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Blue Devils. There is a flag in the middle of the field, so we'll see what's going on here. Lots of mouthy players on the Ram side of the field at the 40. The refs out there talking to them as they're talking to the sidelines. I believe it's going to be called as a holding call on the Devils. It'll be a spot foul, so the Devils will still pick up the first down. It will be a no touchdown after Bridger picks up the first down, so the ball will be placed at the 49. So a unfortunate call as a holding call by the Devils, loses the score by Bridger on a great pass by Owen Godinez. So 7:01 on the clock. The Devils will take over again here at the 49-yard line and a first down. Owen not happy. Twins to the far side of the field. Bridger and Carter here on the near side. Owen calls for the snap, looks at, pumps fakes, steps up in the pocket, finds Derek Bingham deep in the field. Derek elevates, picks up the ball. He's still on the... Oh, they're going to say he was down. He landed on top of the Ram and was not down on the field, but they're going to call him down at the 10. So a bomb throw by Owen Godinez out to Derek Bingham, and a fantastic catch by Derek.
Number 10, Antonio Hernandez on the coverage. And with the
6:51 on the clock as the Devils are in striking distance now in the red zone. 6:45 as the clock continuously runs. The play comes in. Owen trying to get the call. There's 5 seconds, 3 seconds. They're going to have to call a timeout. So, unfortunately, again, the Blue Devils are not able to get the call out fast enough to get the play going, and they're going to have to be forced to take a timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Are you still relying on your 401k as your retirement plan? It's time to rethink that strategy. At Hafen Financial, we specialize in retirement plans that go beyond 401ks to eliminate the guesswork. Each plan is customized to provide you the peace of mind you deserve in your retirement years. None of them involve sitting on your 401k and hoping for the best. Call D.D. Hafen for your free evaluation at 509-529-9645. That's 529-9645.
Investment advisory services offered through Tucker Asset Management. Hafen Financial is independent of Tucker.
Losing a pet to injury, illness, or age can be a very emotional experience. Grief is a normal part of a loss of any bond as deep as those we share with our pets. The Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine offers phone assistance for people dealing with such a loss. The Veterinary College's hotline number is 509-335-5704. That's 335-5704. This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley's small animal veterinary medical needs.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And welcome back to Burleski Stadium as a handoff up the middle by Owen Godinez to Evan King. The Red Rocket strolls into the end zone for a quick 6. A lead block by Kenroy Brown and a great block up the middle by the nose allows Wahai 6 points. Cooper Shields comes on for the extra point here.
Cooper Shields on for the extra point.
A whistle and flags on that one. Let's see what they're going to call. Offsides on Wahai. On the Rams. Wahai will decline and kick the ball again. Cooper Shields.
Encouragement by the Rams. That penalty's been declined.
Not sure what they're discussing out here, but the white hat clears the clock, ready for play.
Cooper Shields on for the extra point.
Cooper Shields lining up. Micah Eggert receive. Perfect placement up, and it is good. Wahai 14, the Rams 19. So Blue Devils cutting the lead to 5 after 2 missed extra points by the Rams. Let's see what the Devils have in store on kickoff. As the DJ here at Burlesque queuing up the Don't Stop Believing. Living in a lonely world. The Devils kickoff unit comes out. Cooper Shields placing the ball down at the 40. The Rams deep. Back to receive for the Rams is number 12, Keith Eldridge, and Seth Woodcock. The Devils setting up. Cooper lines himself back about 7 yards deep, steps off, prepares his line as they're trying to get hyped up here on the sidelines to stay warm. It is freezing down here at Burlesque. Waiting for the whistle. There it is. Cooper Shields sends the ball deep out to about the 12-yard line. They slip. A fake handoff to the side. Lots of space. He's at the 30, the 35-40, 45-50, 45-30. He is shoved out at the 30-yard line. A huge return by the Rams as he had so much space. The Devils kickoff team spread everywhere with so many gaps left open for him to run through, and he found every single one of them running all the way down to the 30 before he was finally pushed out. So the ball actually placed at the 31 of the Devils. The Rams offense coming out on the field. 6:15 here on the clock as the Devils trying to keep things tight, get their man off the field quickly, handoff up the middle, breaking through and dropped in the backfield by Mark Albaugh and Bridger Sedgwick. There is a flag in the backfield, though. The white hat, I believe it's going to be a hold call, but we'll see.
There's a penalty on the play.
The T still out there for the Devils. Oh, no, personal foul.
The holding penalty on the Rams.
Now a personal foul called on the Rams. That's going to march the ball back. A spot foul will place the ball back to the 41, so a 10-yard loss here. Will bring up 2nd and 20 for the Rams, this time sending Twins left and right. Again, a handoff up the middle. Bridger Sedgwick, an amazing tackle. About a 5-yard pickup there, so that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and about 15 now for the Rams. Ball placed about the 38-yard line. So actually a 3-yard pickup, so 2nd and 17. The Rams sending trips now here to the near side this time. Single running back flank to the left of the quarterback from shotgun. Calls for the snap. Whistle blows. An equipment issue again. So the ref here on the sidelines on both apparently worried about a tire, so I'm not sure if they're, fancy pants, designers or what, but they don't like the way things are being worn out here on the field, sending players off left and right. That's the third call tonight for an apparel issue. Rams sending out a substitute here. Trips to the near side. Calls the snap. Handoff up the middle, but he bounced to the outside, and he is blocked, but the ball is on the ground. And I believe the Devils picked it up. So a strip on the far side of the field. And a pickup by Carter Chevelle. Carter Chevelle falls on the ball. Turnover on to the Devils' hands at 5:19 here on the clock. The ball now in Devil territory going the other way. Let's see if the offense can get something going and send in the energy in at half and the score in their favor. The Devils coming out with their wide receiver set. Twins here to the near side. DK to the far side of the field by himself. Bridger Sedgwick in at tight end. Evan directly behind Owen. Owen calls the snap. Fake handoff. Nope, he does hand it off to Evan. Evan delayed start. Bounces to the outside. He's still on his feet. Picks up about 6 yards on that one. Dropped down at about the 38-yard line. 5:07 on the clock. Kenroy Brown comes in, substituting out Bridger Sedgwick. So 2nd and 3 for the Devils. After a 7-yard pickup by Evan King. A great delayed handoff. Being patient, waiting for the lineman to open up the lanes. Kenroy to the right, Evan to the left, a snap low. Kenroy picking up the ball on a pitch play.
Kenroy Brown takes the
As the Rams tackling Kenroy for a short loss. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 now. A 3-yard loss. Owen trying to do a little quick pitch out to Kenroy, but there was 2 Rams right in Kenroy's face before he could even catch the ball. Owen sends Kenroy out in motion. Pump fake up the middle. Sees Derek. Derek catches the ball at the 45-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like they're going to call that a completion.
Let's see what they say where the flag was on. I believe he was tackled early before he caught the ball. So let's see what they're going to say. The white hat discussing with Justin on where that ball was and what the call is. Still discussing on where everything's going to be placed. They're going to say pass interference on the Rams, which will be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, or where the play was called. So an extra 3 yards will be given as they take the penalty instead of the actual catch. So Wahai gaining a few extra yards. So a little discussion between James and the white hat on where the ball will be placed based on where Derek caught the ball. So a fantastic catch by Derek on the pass interference. So being shoved from behind, still picks up the ball. So a great catch here in the middle of the field. 3:35 on the clock. Owen looking at James the sideline. 7 seconds on the play clock. Owen calls the snap. Fake handoff to Owen. A pitch out to Derek. Derek fakes out his guy. He's still on his feet. He's still running. They got him by the arm, and they fling him out of bounds at about the 39-yard line with 3:18 on the clock. So a great pass out to Derek Bingham. Bridger, Sedgwick, Derek Bingham, and Carter here to the near side of the field. Owen looking for the play. 20 seconds on the clock. No play being called. Owen finally gets it. 12 seconds on the clock. 3:18 here left in the first half. Second quarter of play. Trips to the near side. Snap to Owen. Owen looking deep. Steps up in the pocket. Trying to find somebody. Holds on to the ball, and he is dropped after a 5-yard keeper when there's nobody downfield for him to throw to. As soon as the ball is placed, the clock's going to start running. Nope. Apparently there's a flag in the backfield. The White Hats discussing on what's going on. Let's see what they're going to say here. It's obviously against the Rams as they are facing in that direction and marching it off. It is a 5-yard penalty. The White Hat still hasn't called it. Oh, holding call on the Rams. So a first down for the Devils, 3:09. Oh, they're going to say a face mask penalty. It looked like a holding. The Devils sending in Kenroy, pulling Bridger out for their 2 running back set that they like to run here. Derek Bingham and Carter Chevelle here to the near side of the field. Kenroy flanked here to the left, Evan to the right. Owen sends Kenroy out in motion. A handoff to Evan up the middle, and he's going to pick up about a yard.
Evan King on the carry.
Bridger Sedgwick comes back in. 2:38 here on the clock. 2:30 left on the clock. 18 seconds on the play clock. As Owen sends Twins to the near side. Bridger to the far side to join DK. Evan directly behind him. Calls for the snap. A beautiful snap. A quick throw out to DK on the far side of the field. Trying to find some space, and he does. And he gets out of bounds. Out. Looks like they're going to place it at about the 21-yard line. So DK getting out of bounds after the catch to stop the clock. 2:09 left here in the second half of play. Bridger Sedgwick and Kenroy switching places this time again. Twins here to the near side of the field. DK all by himself. Kenroy here flanked to the left. Evan to the right of Owen. Owen, snap, low snap, handoff to Evan up the middle. He slips and falls, unfortunately, down at the 15-yard line. Evan King had lots of room, but slips and falls down.
With the carry, he's tackled by number 11, Antonio Baraja.
That's going to be a first down for the Devils. 2:04 left on the clock. Owen waiting for the call to come in, looking for something. 16 seconds on the play clock. 1:49 on the game clock. 10 seconds left here on the play clock. Owen needs to get the play off. Kenroy to the right, Evan to the left this time. A low snap, handoff up to Kenroy. Kenroy breaking up the middle, takes the guy head on, and picks up another 5 yards out to the 10-yard line.
Kenroy Brown on the carry. He's tackled by number 20. Braden Edris.
A substitute for Kenroy. Bridger Sedgwick coming back in for their wide receiver set.
For your Blue Devil.
Second down, 1:10 on the clock. Derek Bingham and DK to the far side. Bridger Sedgwick and Carter here to the near side. Owen calling for the snap. Low snap. Looks, pumps. Looking deep in the corner for Bridger, and that's going to be out of bounds and incomplete. 52 seconds left on the clock.
Godinez's pass is intended for number 3, Bridger Sedgwick. Incomplete.
So a stop of the clock there. allows the Devils to take their time and get the play in. 30 seconds on the play clock. Let's see what they got this time. Looks like they're sending Bridger over to the far side and bringing Derek. Nope, they're going to leave Derek Bingham in the middle. So trips to the right. Carter Chevelle here by himself on the near side of the field. Evan flanked directly behind Owen. Owen calls the snap, low snap, looking to the right side of the field, pumping, stepping up, slipping, falling on the ground. Ball is dead. The clock is still running, so 3rd and 6. The clock slowly running out. The Devils needing to get a call called out there quickly. 34 seconds on the clock. I'm not sure why we're taking so long to get the play out. 30 seconds on the clock, 27 seconds. The Devils need to either call a timeout. 4th and 10. The Devils are going to call a timeout. Finally, with 19 seconds. I'm not sure why we waited so long to get the play out there. We'll take a little quick timeout with them. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio on KGDC.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit Country. No limits, just possibilities.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium as we are 4th and 10 to go with 19.2 seconds on the clock. The Devils down by 5 points with 1 play left, maybe 2 if they got a timeout. They've got to pick up the first down, which means they got to get it all the way down to the 3. 2 running backs set for the Devils. Owen calls the snap, low snap, looking down the field, trying to find Carter in the corner, and he throws it too far again. So that'll be an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs into the Rams with 15.7 seconds on the clock. Let's see if the Rams decide to try to throw something or run something quickly or just kneel the ball down and go into halftime up 14-19. The Devils down by 5 after the Rams missed 2 extra points. The Rams come out with twins to the far side of the field, a tight end to the far side, a single wide receiver here to the near side. 15 seconds, fake handoff, throw across the middle, and Bridger Sedgwick lights him up at the 25. So 7 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That will do it for the first half. The last first half of football here at Burleski Stadium. The Blue Devils are down by 5, 14-19 as we go into halftime. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Priscilla is pretty particular about plumbers. She likes everything to be just right. At Total Comfort Solutions, we want everything to be just right, too. Your call is answered by a friendly service representative. Our plumbers are clean and courteous, and our certified technicians are trained in the latest advancements. We use shoe covers, work mats, and do a thorough cleanup. For a limited time, get $69 off any plumbing service or repair. Call Total Comfort Solutions for a perfectly pleasant plumbing experience. Total Comfort Solutions, one less thing to worry about.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467 for more information on the available sizes. That's 520-1467. And if you mention that you heard this ad on the radio, you'll get a special rate. Call now, 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage.
Listening to classical music on the radio is almost a religious experience. For far too long, however, the only way to experience classical music on the radio was via NPR. KHSS2 94.1 FM changes all of that. Walla Walla's Classic FM brings you beautiful classical music, real news at the top of every hour, and daily features that are uplifting and informative. KHSS2 Classic FM will change the way you listen to the radio. Check out Walla Walla's Classic FM at 94.1 on your FM dial. Did you know that the first air conditioner was not created for cooling purposes? It was actually designed to control humidity. Air conditioners have come a long way since then, and they do so much more. The latest Carrier systems not only regulate moisture, they also keep you comfortably cool and improve indoor air quality. If you're in the market for a new air conditioner, ask the team at Grassy Refrigeration for their advanced options from Carrier. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700.
Quality isn't expensive, it's priceless. This old saying is true not only for your doctor or lawyer, it's true for your auto mechanic as well. Everybody wants to work with a mechanic they can trust. That's why more and more folks are coming to us at Walla Walla Transmission on the corner of Bennett and West Rose Street. Hi, Julie Doty here. At Walla Walla Transmission, we have ASE certified technicians with over 40 years of combined experience. We specialize in transmission service and repair, but can fix darn near anything that rolls in. Call us at 525-8710. That's 525-8710.
If there's one thing we've learned from the past few years, it's that life is full of unpredictability, but your finances don't have to be. Do you have a plan for your financial future? Advisors Bill Fleener and Brandon Zarro can help you create personalized strategies to reach your goals. We may not know what the future holds, but with a plan in place, you can be prepared for whatever comes your way. Call Fleener Zarro Wealth Management at 509-526-5755. A member of D.A. Davidson & Company. Member SIPC.
On your next Alaska Airlines flight from Walla Walla, you will experience a new and improved Walla Walla Regional Airport Terminal building. Your travel from Walla Walla will be more comfortable with an expanded security checkpoint, which now includes a less intrusive body scanner, an enlarged gate seating area, and an automatic entry door. Book your tickets today on Alaska Air to any of their 101 one-stop destinations from Walla Walla. Fly Walla Walla, where your parking is always free.
Dew Soldat's Vineyard and Winery will be celebrating the Veterans Day holiday weekend with a special event on Saturday, November 9th. Come join us from 2 to 5 p.m. for live music with local musician Owen Murphy. We'll also be featuring some delicious small bites from local chef Michael McMahon and his food truck, Notorious Pie. Reservations are recommended and can be made online at the winery's website, dewsoldats.com. That's DEUXSOLDATS.com.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burlesque Stadium. If you're just joining us, you missed a fantastic fireworks show put on by the Big Blue Boosters and the alumni for the final Burlesque football game held here for Wahai. The Devils are down 14-19. If you didn't hear the play calls earlier, the Devils struck first in the first quarter at about 8:56 on a 5-yard run by Kenroy Brown, who dodged and bullied himself all the way into the end zone. Then the Rams, on their return, responded with another 1-yard run themselves after a huge pass thrown down to the far side of the field and picked up a 1-yard run, evening the score 7-7. Before Wahai, on their attempt to match the score back into their favor, fumbled the ball, and the Rams pulled the ball into the end zone for a quick 6. The Rams then tried to get a little trickery going and attempted a fake extra point, rolled out to the near side of the field, tried to throw the ball, but Derek Bingham, coming up with a huge pickoff in the end zone, prevents that, which leveled the score 7-13. Then going into the second half of play, the Rams throw a huge pass down the right side of the field and score at 9-13. Again, attempted a 2-point conversion, but failed again. That one broken up by DK in the backfield. And then Wahai responding, and Evan King on a 6-yard run at 6:27 brought the score to the current place of 14-19 here at Burlesque Stadium. So the Devils down by 5 after 2 missed extra point conversions by the Rams. and places our score tonight at 14-19. So I'll give you guys a little update on what's going on at Wahai for the fall athletics. A little update from the desk of Chris Ferenz. The football update tonight marks the last scheduled game at Burlesky Stadium for Wahai football team. This Week 10 crossover matchup with West Valley of Yakama will signal the end of the era for the Blue Devil football community at the historic stadium. Our kickoff and fireworks show that you missed at 5:45 was absolutely fantastic. So if you missed that, you definitely should have been here. You can still see the smoke lingering out here from the fireworks. As for the girls swim and dive update, last Friday and Saturday, the Blue Devil swim team hosted the District 6 Swim Dive Championships for the 3 and 4A teams at the Whitman College's Harvey Pool. The Blue Devils came away with a team championship in the 3A division, outpacing second-place Cheney 341 to 317. All three of the Blue Devil relay teams placed in the top three, while 17 swimmers scored points in the individual events. Freshman Madeline Smith won both the 200 IM and the 500 freestyle to qualify for the WIAA State Swim Championships that are going to be held November 14th through the 16th. And the dive championships are going to be held on October 31st at Moses Lake, with seniors Elliot Zanes and Miriam Hutchinson placing second and third, respectively. The team is going to be awaiting the wild card entry status to the state meet, which will be announced this Sunday on the 10th. So we're waiting with bated breath, hoping that Elliot and Miriam can get in as the wild cards into the state meet. As the cross-country action update, earning spots at the state championship event, senior Macy Agert and Ian Lash ran state to qualify with qualifying times last week in the District 6 cross-country championships at Vets Memorial Golf Course. Macy finished fourth out of 70 runners with a PR of 19:01.28 over the 5-kilometer course. Ian finished ninth out of 76 athletes, to qualify for state. Ian and Macy will both run at Sun Willows Golf Course on Saturday, tomorrow, November 9th, at the WIA State Cross Country Championship. So if you happen to be over at the Sun Willows Golf Course, please go and cheer on Ian and Macy as they compete for the Devils. Girls soccer update. The Blue Devil girls soccer team went 1-1 last week. On Saturday the 2nd, the Devils dropped the game to Ridgeline High School and 2-0. And then on Wednesday, November 6th, the Devils defeated Cheney High School 2-1. The Blue Devils will be hosting the University High School Spokane in a winner-to-state game on the 9th at 1 o'clock on Trident Field. So come out and support the Lady Blue Devils soccer team as they try to punch their ticket. Make sure that you go to the Go Fans page, that's G-O Fans page, and get your tickets to get the Blue Devils action on the soccer field. The Blue Devils Northwest will set up to film, so if you have a good old YouTube, get onto the Blue Devils Northwest YouTube page and watch the girls soccer team kick their way into state. As a volleyball update, this Saturday, Wahai volleyball team is going to be hosting the Central Valley Bears in the second round of the District 6 3A volleyball tournament. The Devils dropped an opening round match to Mount Spokane Wildcats on Tuesday, and the Bears and Devils are going to be battling at 2 p.m. in the large gym at the Walla Walla High School campus. So please, please get out there and support the girls soccer team at 1 and stick around and cheer on the volleyball team at 2. So maybe you can catch a little bit of both if both games are going on. Cheer for an hour out there for the Blue Devil girls soccer team, and then run inside and warm up and cheer for the volleyball team at 2. Again, make sure you go to the Go fan page for the tickets, because remember, this is playoff time, so those tickets are not free. The good old Big Blue Boosters, who does so much for the Wahai teams and sports here at Wahai, is unable to pay for all of those players to play or to come into the fans to come into the games and watch and cheer for our Blue Devils. So make sure you whip out that pocketbook and come reach out and cheer for the Devil girls at Trident Field and the Devil girls on the big basketball court at Wahai at 2 p.m. this Saturday. So again, if you're just joining us, the Blue Devils, about 4 minutes left here in the half time show. We got about 13 on the clock, sorry. The Devils are down 14-19 as we're still here at halftime. The last halftime for the Blue Devils here at Burleski Stadium before we march out to Blue Devil Field at Wahai. So we'll take a quick break and come back and get the game kicked off. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Do you want to know what's really going on in the Walla Walla Valley? Today's Union Bulletin offers you more ways to stay connected with your community, in print, on the web, or on social media. And now, a full print replica edition is available online for subscribers. Now publishing for more than 150 years, the Union Bulletin is proud to support our communities with local, independent journalism. Support your home team community newspaper. Visit union-bulletin.com today.
Ready to make some big changes in your home? Here at Connors Flooring and Design, we understand that investing in new flooring, tile, and countertops involves big decisions that you want to get right the first time. Since 1974, our family-owned business has helped you find the right materials for your home and budget, working with local licensed pro installers to ensure your investment will perform. Come see us today and get a free estimate. Experience our Golden Rule service at Connors Flooring and Design.
You're listening to Walla Walla's top news talk sports radio station, KGDC AM 1320. Now you can experience Fox News, the Mariners, the Cougars, your favorite talk radio programs, and Wahai Blue Devils Radio crystal clear at FM 92.9. And check out KGDC2 at 102.3 FM. There you'll find Glenn Beck, Clark Howard, Dave Ramsey, Mark Levin, Red Eye Radio, and College Place Hawks Radio. That's KGDC2 at 102.3 FM.
Hello, Sarah Rick, Service Director at Walla Walla Toyota. We have a cutting-edge, new technology, Hunter Alignment Checker and Laser Tire Tread Analyzer. We are offering this to the entire community at absolutely no cost with no appointment needed. Stop by during our open service hours and let us give you a state-of-the-art color printout of your alignment specs and exact tire tread depths and wear patterns.
Walla Walla Toyota Service Department, 509-537-0124.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium. We got about a minute and 40 seconds left here on the clock. I've been joined and hung out with my good man, Jason Postlewaite's son, Wyatt. Wyatt and his girlfriend were up here hanging out with me for the entire second quarter of play, so it was kind of nice to have a Postlewaite up here in the booth with me. Although Jason in spirit's always with me, so if you know, I always set Jason's shirt up and his good old headset next to me every single game, and I do not sit in his chair, as he will be always with me up here in the booth as long as I'm on the radio. So Jay's always trying to help me in spirit up there. So again, if you know what the Wahai football, the true voice of Wahai football is Jason Postlewaite, and I do my best to emulate as much energy and enthusiasm as he had here on the mic, and try to honor that every single night I'm out here for Friday Night Lights. So, again, Wyatt Postlewaite is going to be leading tomorrow. He was talking to me about the parade down in Walla Walla. So downtown Walla Walla is going to be having the Veterans Day Parade, and they'll be out there leading with the color guard for the Veterans Day Parade. So, I had a great program for the veterans at their Wahai Assembly. So, it was nice to be able to see Wyatt out here, and such a great man that he's growing into. Jason did a fantastic job teaching him the right things to do and the right ways to act, and I'm looking forward to seeing Wyatt grow into honoring all that Jason did in raising him. So shout out to Jason's family, Mindy out there, hopefully just cheering on the Devils in her own way, and my shout out to my mama, Alda Postlewaite, who is always listening, and I always make sure I call her. Again, as Jason told me to make sure I call Mama Postlewaite after every game, which is what I do every time I'm headed home. And when I get home, I make sure that she knows where I'm at. So shout out to Jason's brother out in the southeastern portion of Oregon, Mike Postlewaite, and to his sister, Teresa Schisler, up in Spokane. A little shout out and love to all y'all. So love the Postal Weight family. They are a second family to me. The Devils are out here getting warmed up as they get their sprints on, trying to get their bodies back warm after going into the inside locker room, calling out, trying to figure out what they're going to do to close this 5-point gap. The Devils needing to come away with a win here as we close out the final game at Burleski Stadium. It'd be great to see the Devils coming away with a dub in the final game. We'll take a quick break before we go into kickoff. Again, you're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
You've worked hard to make it beautiful. Now get your yard ready for colder weather. L&G Ranch Supply, your local True Value hardware store in Walla Walla, carries rakes, fall fertilizers, lawn bags, tarps, everything you need to keep your yard looking nice through the winter. Plus, find a great selection of men's and women's Carhartt clothing. Remember to pick up a bag of Science Diet dog or cat food for your furry friends. Ask about weekly specials as well. Stop in today. L&G Ranch Supply, your local True Value hardware store off Tosick Way. A trusted name in the Walla Walla Valley, it's L&G Ranch Supply.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of services and products to the Walla Walla Valley. Doyle Electric's 5 divisions all strive to satisfy every customer every time. Doyle Security and Electronics is the source for all your alarm system needs. The most up-to-date security systems, fire systems, door access, and CCTV systems available to keep you, your family, and business safe and secure now and in the future. The best products and service. Doyle Electric. We care about your safety.
Are you still relying on your 401k as your retirement plan? It's time to rethink that strategy. At Hafen Financial, we specialize in retirement plans that go beyond 401ks to eliminate the guesswork. Each plan is customized to provide you the peace of mind you deserve in your retirement years. None of them involve sitting on your 401k and hoping for the best. Call D.D. Hafen for your free evaluation at 509-529-9645. That's 529-9645.
Investment advisory services offered through Tucker Asset Management. Hafen Financial is independent of Tucker.
Owning an animal can be a rewarding investment for your family, whether it's riding a horse, petting your cat, or just seeing that welcome wag of a tail at the end of the day. Animals enrich our lives. Responsible owners enrich animals' lives too. Timely vaccinations, proper health care, sound nutrition, controlling pet overpopulation, and a safe environment are just a few of the things we can do for our pets. This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley's small animal veterinary medical needs.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium as Cooper Shields with a high bouncing kick out to the 40-yard line, a little chip kick, and Greg Powell drops him at the 40, and Kenroy Brown comes in flying like a rocket, trying to put a shoulder into him, and almost lays him down. So the Rams coming out for their first series here in the final half of football at Burleski Stadium. 11:57 on the clock, 3 seconds ticked off on the kickoff as the Rams send twins to the far side of the field, tight end and one wide receiver here to the near side. One running back in the backfield, a handoff fake off the middle, a jump pass by DK, and he is going to take it to the house. He's at the 5, the 10, and touchdown Devils. DK Romero with a spot out pickoff and a 6 points for the Devils. The Devils taking the lead now 20-19 after DK jumps the route on the swing pass by the Rams. Cooper Shields coming out to take the lead even further to 21-19 as Jake Humphreys comes out to snap the ball. Micah Eggert out for the hold. A fantastic pick six by DK. The kick up and good. The Devils take the lead on a 10-second pick by DK Romero Herrera. Wahai taking the lead back as we start the second half of football. The kick team getting a little chat as they getting hyped up here in the second half. Let's see if we can carry that energy out again. The Rams sending out their return unit. DK, absolute great eyes as he picks the ball at the 30 and takes it to the house. The Rams trying to send out a quick swing pass to the far side of the field in the backfield. Make a mistake as they let that ball hang a little too long, and DK saw it like a snack and snatched it up. Cooper back to kick. Let's see what he does with it this time. He sends a boot on the ground. The ball bouncing around, picked up at the 25. They try to return it, and he is slammed down at the 35-yard line. A tackle out there by Logan Hood, flanked by Brian Kanene. The ball is going to be placed at the 36. Let's see what the Rams come out with this time. Twins to the left and to the right this time for the Rams. The Twins in tight here on the near side. Spread far on the far side. Single running back in the backfield. Handoff up the middle, and he is met by Mark Arbaugh, and dropped finally by Bridger Sedgwick and DK. As DK comes up from safety and lays a shoulder on him. A 5-yard pickup on that run for the Rams. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. 11:25 on the clock. The Devils now in the lead, 21-19. The Rams staying in this Twins format. Single running back from the shotgun. Snap called. Looking to the left. Pump fake. Brings it down. And a strip almost by number 50. And brought down to the ground finally by Bridger Sedgwick. So Mason Garrett in on the sack. And Bridger Sedgwick finishes him off as they throw him down to the frozen tundra of the Brzezinski Stadium field, down on the 41. So a loss of 1 yard brings up 3rd down and about 6 yards for the Rams. Rams still staying in this Twins format. Running back set this time, flanked out to the right side. Drops back, slips, trying to send the ball out. The ball is low and incomplete as they try to connect as Mason Garrett come blasting through with Mark Arbaugh almost for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down and the kick unit for the Rams. Back to receive deep is DK. DK sets himself up about the 30-yard line. The punter back at the 29 of the Rams.
Number 20, Braden Edwards on the punt.
A punt up good, and it is a spiral deep. DK collects the ball at the 20, runs up the sideline, trying to find some space. He's dropped at the 30. So 10-15 on the clock. The Devils are going to take over at their 34-yard line as they set themselves up for the first chance here in the second half with the offense going. Again, if you're just joining us at the second half, DK Romero Herrera with 11:59 on the clock, 11:49 on the clock here in the third quarter, picked off the Yakama Valley Rams quarterback and ran a 40-yard interception for 6. Wahai, Twins here to the near side. Evan in the backfield. A low snap, handoff quickly to Evan. Evan tries to stay on his feet as he is clipped from below and reaches out, picking up about 3 yards on that dive up the middle. 10 minutes on the clock as the clock continuously runs. Wahai waiting for the call to be called in. Still 25 seconds on the play clock. Still waiting. 20 seconds on the clock now. Call comes in. Owen finally breaking the huddle. 15 seconds. Twins here to the near side. One wide receiver to the far side. Evan in the backfield. We got 10 seconds left. Owen needs to get this play going. He calls for the snap. Finally, low snap. Fakes it off. Looks out. Rolls out to Bridger Sedgwick. Bridger Sedgwick picks it up the 40. He's trying to find some space. Held on by a leg. Reaches forward and picks up the first down at the 45. The Devils first down. Bridger getting a little break, sending in Kenroy Brown. 9:23 on the clock as the ref places the ball and winds the clock. The Devils up by 2. The Devils sending Twins here to the near side. DK all by himself on the far side of the field. Evan and Kenroy Brown flanking the left and right of Owen. Owen, low snap, hands the ball off to Kenroy. Kenroy runs out the edge, takes the edge, gets up the field, and the first down, and he is ridden all the way down to the 45-yard line, an 11-yard pickup. There is a flag on the play as he was running. It looked like he was yanked back behind like a horse collar, so let's see what they say on the far side over there. The flag was thrown at the spot of the foul. I'm assuming it's going to be some sort of personal foul called against the Rams. Let's see what they got to say. Yep, personal foul. Oh, they're going to call that against the Wahai. A holding call by the Devils, so that's going to erase the pickup by the Devils. So a spot of the foul call does bring the ball back, although it was a first down. It's now going to be a 1st and 12 for the Devils. The Devils staying in that 2 running back set. Twins here to the near side. Kenroy to the far right. Evan to the left of Owen. Owen sends Evan out in motion. A snap, but a drop ball by Owen. Owen tries to find some space, throws the ball out. There's a flag in the backfield. I'm not sure what is going to be called back there, if it's going to be a holding call, which is probably what it is in the backfield, as Owen was trying to find some space, and the Devil trying to keep Owen safe as the Ram was in pursuit. If that is a holding call in the backfield back there, which it is going to be, that is, again, a spot of the foul call. That's going to drive the Devils quite a bit farther back. So that ball is going to be spotted now all the way back to the 36, the original line of scrimmage for the Devils. The Devils sending Kenroy back out and Bridger back in, as it is first down now and 22 yards. So the Devils needing to get some deep balls here thrown to pick up the first down. Bridger in the middle, Derek interior, Carter Chevelle here on the near side, Evan in the backfield. A low snap again, a swing pass out to Derek. Derek drops the ball, though, at the 30-yard line. Is going to bring up 2nd down and 20. .8:23 on the clock as the play clock stops after the incomplete pass. 21-19. The Devils are up by 2. Trips now to the near side. Evan moves over to the near side of Owen. Perfect snap this time. Owen sets up for the screen pass. Evan dodging, diving, still running, and picks up about 7.5 yards on the screen pass.
Evan King on the screen pass.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
He's tackled by number 10.
Let's see where they're going to place it. Looks like they're going to place it about the 41-yard line. So that'll be 3rd and 5th, about 15 yards. Bridger comes out. Kenroy Brown back in. Kenroy to the left. Evan to the right. Twins here to the nearest side of the field, the large side of the field. Owen sends Kenroy out in motion. Wide, looking down the field, sends the ball deep. Carter Chevelle back to catch it. Oh, and just in and out of the hands of the 30-yard line. Owen Godinez trying to find Carter Chevelle up the seam, and the ball lands incomplete. 4th and 15 is going to send Cooper Shields out to test his leg on the punt here. 7:29 on the clock as the Devils about ready to turn the ball back over to the Rams to see what they can do. Let's see how far Cooper can send this frozen ball down the field. If there's any precipitation in the air, we'd be seeing some snow right now. It is chilly. A high snap. Cooper pulls it down, gets the ball off. A nice spiral kick deep, calling for a fair catch at the 30-yard line. The Rams will take over at the 30. So Cooper Shields steps out and absolutely lays the foot deep into the ball and goes from the 30 to the 30. A 40-yard kick for Cooper. Let's see if the Devil defense can do something after that failed offensive attempt for some points. Trips here for the Rams on the near side of the field. One wide receiver set far out to the outside. The running back deep. A snap looking to the left side of the field. Pump fakes, trying to find something. Throws a laser. It is caught at the 30. Mark Albaugh does his best attempt at a rocket ship tackle and unfortunately misses him. But he is picked up on the outside there. But the tackle was made out there by Ryan Oblisk. Again, a fantastic attempt. It would have been beautiful had Mark been able to land that tackle. The Rams this time sending twins to the left and right. A man in motion, streaking across. Fake handoff up the middle. Ball's on the ground, though. The Devils say they got it. Let's see what the ref says. The ball lands on the tundra out there. Oh, man, they're going to say that the Rams landed on it. They're saying the Rams fell on it. It looked like the Devils had it in their arms. I'm not sure what they're doing out there, but the Devils have been cheated out of a couple of plays here tonight. 6:17 on the running clock. 3rd and 7 now after the loss on the fumble. Twins to the left and the right again for the Rams. Ethan Belcher looking to get a blitz on. Trying to penetrate. A quick throw across the middle. Slides down and catches the ball at the 45 and picks up the first down on the slant. The Rams on the slant call pick up the first down. He had a lot of room to run if he didn't lay himself down on the ground trying to pray that nobody was going to hit him. 5:55 on the clock. The Rams sending trips this time out to the far side of the field. Single wide receiver set here to the near side. The Devils looking for the handoff this time, and they get it. A great hit by Kenroy Brown. Strips the ball. Kenroy strips the ball down on the near side of the field, and I believe it's picked up by the Devils. Let's see what they say. Devils ball. Kenroy Brown on the strip tackle. Turns the ball over into the Devils' hands. So fantastic defensive play out there by Kenroy Brown. 5:37 now as the Devils take the offensive side now. A fantastic play by the defense out there, standing him up, and Kenroy Brown comes streaking in and rips the ball loose. And Bridger Sedgwick falls on it. Owen trying to hurry the play call. A handoff to Kenroy, but he is tackled immediately. Owen tried to get the ball off as they had 12 men out there on the field.
Kenroy Brown on the carry. He's tackled number 71.
A quick handoff to Kenroy, but that went nowhere. Owen Godinez was trying to get the 12-man call on the Rams. But the ref saying that he got off the field. I don't know how he got off the field because Owen definitely got the snap off early enough. A quick switch out again with Kenroy and Bridger Sedgwick. 4:53 here on the clock. Twins to the far side, Twins here to the near side. Evans set to the left. Owen calls for the snap, low snap. Owen pump fakes, sends the ball out to Carter Chevelle. Carter Chevelle tries to spin and go up the field, but goes nowhere. Actual zero gain there. So that'll bring up third down and 11.5 yards for the Devils. So third down and 11. Bridger Sedgwick heading over to the far side. Owen needing to collect 11 yards here. So we'll be looking for a pass, I'm hoping at least. No safety help on the far side of the field. Carter Chevelle here on the near side. Low snap. Owen rolling out to the left, trying to find someone down the field. Pumps, throws the ball out to no one on the far side. That'll bring up fourth down and a Cooper Shields sighting. So after a fantastic turnover on defense for Wahai, the offense unable to get anything going. So Cooper Shields back again at the 30-yard line, getting ready to punt the ball over to the Rams. 3:56 on the clock after the incomplete pass to Carter Chevelle. Cooper Shields back to punt. A beautiful snap, a beautiful spiraling kick down the field. It lands at the 30 and rolls into the hands. He called fair catch at the 25, so that ball will be placed at the 25. And the Devils D come out on the field to try to see if they can put a stop again to the Rams. 3:48 on the clock. Again, if you're just joining us, the score currently is 21-19. A pick six at the start of the third quarter is why we go from 14-19. DK Romero jumps the route, runs a 40-yard pick six to the house, giving the Devils the lead here in Berleski's last game for the Devils. The Rams sending two running backs this time in the backfield, trying to stack it up in the back, not having any success in the pass. They get the run up the middle. Kenroy Brown streaks across from the far side and tackles him down to the 33-yard line.
Barajas on the carry. He's tackled by number 10, Kenroy Brown. Leading about 8 yards.
3:30 here on the clock. The Devils down or up by 2, 21-19. The Rams trying to make something happen. They're staying with the two running back set. A flag comes on the field here. I believe that's going to be a false start on the Rams. Their tight end looked like he tried to get the jump as Ethan Belcher was looking like he was going to just absolutely destroy the quarterback on the far side of the field. So a false start is going to march that ball back to about the 29-yard line. So that's going to bring up a replay of the second down, and now 2nd and 8 for the Rams. The Rams sticking with this two running back set. One running back flanked directly behind, one off to the right-hand side, two wide receivers, a handoff up the middle. He bounces to the outside, and nobody is tackling him, but finally brought down by, I believe that was Mark Albaugh after the first down. A 15-yard run.
Good enough for a West Valley first down.
Ryan Oblis coming off a little limpy as Luke Triebewasser comes in to vet him. The Devils trying to put a stop here as the Rams running back pulls a 5-yard play. A little extracurricular activity on the far side of the field, up the middle.
Again, Barajas on the carry. Sedgwick on the tackle.
Looked like Adani Wolf and one of the Rams having a little extra hands action in the middle of the field. The play went about 15 yards deeper than where the ball was as the ref talks to both players. Adani Wolf coming off. Twins here to the near side. The Rams changing up their formation, sending a tight end out here to the near side. One wide receiver to the far side, dropping back, looking deep, throws it out deep, and it is high and outside as Derek Bingham goes in and breaks up the pass at the 30-yard line. Derek Bingham doing a great sportsmanship, giving the Ram wide receiver a help up and a little hand tap to the head saying, good attempt. My nephew Derek Bingham, my chunky out there, absolute great sportsman out there. Doing a great job. Had a fantastic first year on varsity here for Derek. 1:55 left on the clock after the incomplete pass. It's going to bring it 3rd and 6 for the Rams here. Twins now to the left and the right for both. Single running back set deep. Drops back for the pass. Looking deep across the middle. And he throws the ball to absolutely no one. Ethan Belcher in the backfield. He stays in the pocket. There was nobody out there, and he was still in the pocket, so that's got to be an intentional grounding as there was nobody there, and that'll be a loss, a huge loss from the spot. So that's going to drive the ball back all the way to the 40-yard line and bring up a 4th down. So let's see where they place the ball after the penalty. I believe it's going to be down at the 35. It is. So 3rd down turns into 4th down because of the intentional grounding. DK Romero back deep to receive the ball. The punter back at the 21-yard line of the Rams. Calling for the ball. No one's hiking it. A high snap. Gets it off. A spiraling kick deep. DK fields it at the 25-yard line. So a great punt out there by the Rams. The punter for the Rams is Braden Edris, and he absolutely drills a spiraling ball down the field, which if you've ever kicked the ball in the cold, that's a hard thing to do. Let's see if the Blue Devil offense can get something going out here as we close out the 3rd quarter of play. 1:42 on the clock. Lots of people out here snuggled up with heavy blankets, trying to stay warm, snuggling up with their loved ones. The Twins out to the far side, twin running backs in the backfield. A handoff to Kenroy Brown, but a keeper by Owen Godinez. Owen slides down, but he is hit by the Rams when he gives himself up, and the flags come a-flying. So that'll be a personal foul on the Rams as Owen gave himself up on the slide. The Rams come up talking some trash to Owen. So a personal foul is going to march that ball down to about the 45, if my calculations are correct. 47. So the Devils getting a huge pickup on the keeper by Owen. 1:38 was on the clock. The clock goes out. It's back on. Twins still to the far side. Owen and twin running backs in the backfield. A high snap handoff this time to Kenroy. Kenroy bounced up the middle, stays on his feet, gets out to about the 50-yard line and stretches to the 49 of the Rams. So picking up about 5 yards on that one.
He's tackled by number 78, Aiden Springer.
Owen looking for the play call. No reason to hustle out here as they want to chew up as much clock as they can. 21 seconds on the play clock, a minute left on the game clock. The Devils are up by 2 as they churn the ball down the field. A snap, handoff to Kenroy. Again, Kenroy up the middle, and the play called dead after about another couple yards picked up on that play.
Kenroy Brown on the carry. This time he's tackled by a whole flock of West Valley Rams.
That's going to bring up third down. 32 seconds on the play clock, or the game clock. 24 seconds on the play clock, or the game play clock. Gee, Christmas. So about a 4-second difference. The Devils will probably take this all the way down and do one more play going into the quarter, which they are. They're taking their time, sending Kenroy out in motion. Owen dropping back, looking deep up the field, steps up in the pocket, has the ball. Keeper picks up the first down, holding on to the ball, and he's thrown down to the turf at about the 38-yard line with 5 seconds left on the clock. That ball is going to be placed, and the clock will run out. The Devils are probably going to just let the quarter run out, which is what they will do. We'll take a break with them. The Devils are up 21-19, marching into Rams territory at the 38. Please come back and join us for the last quarter of play as the Devils try to pick up the last W here at Burleski Stadium. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit Country. No limits, just possibilities.
Priscilla is pretty particular about plumbers. She likes everything to be just right. At Total Comfort Solutions, we want everything to be just right, too. Your call is answered by a friendly service representative. Our plumbers are clean and courteous, and our certified technicians are trained in the latest advancements. We use shoe covers, work mats, and do a thorough cleanup. For a limited time, get $69 off any plumbing service or repair. Call Total Comfort Solutions for a perfectly pleasant plumbing experience. Total Comfort Solutions, one less thing to worry about.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467 for more information on the available sizes. That's 520-1467. And if you mention that you heard this ad on the radio, you'll get a special rate. Call now, 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium as we start off the fourth quarter. A quick handoff to Evan King up the middle, who bounces out, picks up the first down and then some, and he is brought down at the 20-yard line. So Evan King gets a little spell from Mark Albaugh as the Devils slowly marching towards the end zone with 11:40 left in the final quarter of play at Burleski Stadium. The Devils trying to extend their lead. Bridger, Sedgwick at tight end, DK out here all by himself, one-on-one. A handoff to Mark up the middle. Mark bounces, he stays on his feet, and he is dropped after about 3 yards of gain on the far side of the field.
He's tackled by number 78.
Evan King and Kenroy back in. Mark Albaugh and Bridger Sedgwick come out. Mark Albaugh coming up a little limpy on that one. I don't like to see that, so thoughts and prayers to Mark as he comes up a little gimpy. Hopefully just a little smack to the legs. In this cold, you get hit. Doesn't take much to cause some pain. Kenroy to the right, Evan to the left. A snap. Evan and Kenroy blocking. Owens pulls the ball down, starts running up the field. He's at the 10, the 5. He weaves by and dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Owen Godinez is on the keeper. Great blocks out there. Owen steps up into the gap and runs for 20 yards on a keeper himself, extending the lead to 27-19 as the Devils extending this lead going into the fourth quarter. Owen Godinez on the quarterback keeper for a 20-yard run Cooper Shields out there to try to put it to 28. Micah Eggert on the hold. Calls the snap, brings it down, places it perfectly, and Cooper Shields puts it through the uprights, extending the score to 28-19. The Devils doing what they do best when everything clicks and puts the score to 28-19. The Devils are now up by 9 points. So the Rams are going to have to score at least twice with 10 minutes left here in the half. It is chilly out here, guys. Almost looks like I'm smoking up here in the booth. Thank goodness I don't do any of that. Sorry for the the chuckle here. Cooper Shields taking the ball and rubbing it around a little bit on the grass, placing the ball down at the 40. It's chilly out here, and the grass has got some frost out there, so Cooper Shields putting a little extra moisture on the ball as he places the ball down at the 40. Let's see if the extra moisture that Cooper decided to wipe the ball around on is going to do anything to let that ball slide out of the hands. So a pooch kick down the field is fielded at the 35. The ball is caught, and Brian Kanene drops him at the 41. They're going to give an extra yard. I would say the 39, but he reached out. Brian Kanene on a great tackle out there. So let's see if the Blue Devil defense can do it again and get that ball turned back over. Giving the Devils another score would be fantastic if we put up a few extra points here at Burleski. The Rams sending trips out to the far side of the field. A single wide receiver to the near side. Rams call for it. Throw the ball back to the backfield. Sliding up into the gap, he finds some space, and he brings it all the way out to about the 47-yard line of the Devils. So a swing pass on a little bubble route by the running back. Takes it up the edge. It looked like there was a holding out there on Gregory Powell on the far side of the field. I'm not sure how the Rams got away with that, but Gregory Powell couldn't break away. Gregory Powell usually the guaranteed for a tackle if he breaks it out. A low snap handoff up the middle, and he is dropped in the backfield. Reaches for another yard, but Ethan Belcher crushes him. They're going to give him 2 yards on that one, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. The ball now at the 45 of the Devils. The Rams trying to get a quick score in here after the 20-yard run by Owen Godinez, stretching the score to 9-point lead. Trips here to the near side. The Rams looking deep out here, trying to find somebody. Looking down the field, throws it. DK elevates, knocks the ball. Oh, my gosh, it tips right into the hands of the Yakama Rams. So DK elevates, tips the ball, but it doesn't go down. It goes straight up in the air. And number 4 for the Rams, Jack Goodrich, has enough concentration as he falls to the ground to catch the ball. So a fantastic play by the Rams out there to bring the ball down to the 12-yard line. 9:43 on the clock. The Rams knocking now at the door of the red zone. Switching to twin running backs in the backfield. One wide receiver left and right from the shotgun. The Rams call for it. Handoff up the middle. Tries to weave his way through and just walks into the end zone past DK, who slipped and fell down on the turf. That's going to be a touchdown for the Rams and push the score to 25-28. The Rams' last two two-point conversion attempts have gone not. So let's see if they're going to try to just put one extra point on the board or if they're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 1. The snap. High, faked, rolls out to the right, looking for somebody, trying to find it. Throws the ball in the middle of the field. It is tipped out of bounds and no good. So the score is going to stay 28-25, 9:24 on the clock. So the Rams trying to get 2 points up on the board. Not sure why they would do that. Either way, a field goal actually would have been able to, allow them to take the lead. So at least they could have got close enough to kick for a field goal, but now the field goal only ties it, so they're going to have to score another touchdown to be able to take the game away from the Devils. So the Devils with 9 minutes on the clock, hopefully going to look at chewing the clock up as they get some run plays going, trying to stay in bounds, just slowly march up the field. They need to burn as much clock as they can out here. The kick unit for the Rams takes the field as the return unit heads back to return the ball. In the backfield for return is going to be Micah Eggert and DK Romero Herrera. So a Micah Eggert sighting out there. Micah doing such a great job out there for the JV team this year. A fantastic athlete, a fantastic basketball player. So a little Micah Eggert sighting for the Eggert family out in Spokane. All my lovely family out in Spokane. Love you guys. DK out here to the near side. So Don and them, hope you guys are listening as Micah's out there. Let's see if the Rams will kick it out to him. They do. They kick it out to Micah. Micah's going to field it at the 10. Let's see what Micah's got in him. He's at the 20, the 25, looking for space. Finds some at the 30. Bounce to the outside. He's at the 35, being patient, and he runs out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A fantastic run by Micah Eggert.
He's run out of bounds by number 4.
Churned up a little bit of clock down there, too, for the Devils. So the Devils are going to take over at the 37. Let's see what the Devils come out with. Looks like they're going to come out with their 2 running back set. $9:15 on the clock. Kenroy Brown to the right, Evan King to the left. Out far, DK, Derek, and Carter here to the near side. Handoff to Kenroy Brown. Kenroy bounced to the outside, trying to stay in bounds, and he runs all the way out to about the 46, 47-yard line. I believe he dove for the first down. Let's see where they're going to place the ball.
Kenroy Brown on the student body left.
They're going to place the ball at about the 46, so 9-yard pickup by Kenroy. So 2nd and 1. 9:07 on the clock. Unfortunately, he went out of bounds, so the clock will stop after only burning about 12 seconds off. No safety help. Twins here to the near side of the field. A great opportunity right here if Owen can find some time to throw a pass. Kenroy Brown goes out wide. A handoff to Evan, but that goes nowhere. That's going to bring up 3rd down. A loss of 2 on that. There's no safety help on the near side of the field. Bridger Sedgwick's going to come in. That's going to mean that Kenroy's coming out. 8:44 on the clock. So the clock is going to run. Not enough time off of that. We've got to pick up a first down right here. There's no safety help in the back over here on the near side of the field, so I would love to see a quick slant pass. DK's got the speed to beat him. There's nobody over here. A quick, easy throw right here from the 45. Let's see what Owen's got. A fake handoff, pulls it down, looks to a dump-off pass to Bridger Sedgwick. Bridger picks up the first down, though. The ball is going to be at the 49-yard line. Did he go out of bounds is the question, though.
That's enough for another.
Let's hope that he was able to stay in bounds. They're going to say he was out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. So 8:12 on the clock. The Devils now at the 49 3/4 line. Twins here to the near side. Bridger Sedgwick on the far side at tight end. Carter by himself. A handoff to Evan up the middle. Evan tries to bounce back out and goes nowhere as he's dropped for about a yard loss, or half a yard loss. Kenroy Brown comes in. Bridger Sedgwick comes out. Wahai working in that 2 running back set, which has been very successful so far when they run it consistently. Derek Bingham and DK will go out far to the far side of the field, the short side. The ball at the hash mark on the far side of the field. DK by himself. Kenroy to the left. Evan to the right of Owen. Owen from the shotgun. Calls for the snap. Handoff to Kenroy. Kenroy bounces out to the side. There's a face mask, it looked like, on there, but they do not call it. He's dropped for about 2 yards of a loss there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14. The clock will keep running, though. "21 seconds on the play clock." Kenroy comes off. Bridger comes back on. 13 seconds on the play clock. Three, two, and I believe James is going to call timeout. 6:36 on the game clock. Wahai is going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Do you enjoy listening to classical music? You should check out KHSS2 94.1 FM. KHSS2 is Walla Walla's classic FM. It's the greatest music ever written by the greatest composers who ever lived. Actually, it's more than that. KHSS2 also has news at the top of the hour and some of the greatest daily features you'll find anywhere. Features that are interesting and will make you think. Give KHSS2 Classic FM a try at 94.1 on your FM dial.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium as we are in the last 6.5 minutes of play here at Burleski for Wahai football in the final game here. The Devils are up by 3, 28-25. 3rd and a long 14 for the Devils. They've got to pick up this first down here so they can waste a little bit extra time. So they're sending trips to the far side. Evan here to the near side. Owen drops back, looking for some space, throws across the middle, has a wide open Derek Bingham who catches the ball at the 40 as he's being held and drugged down. First down, Blue Devils, and then some. Derek Bingham, the sure-handed sophomore wide receiver for the Devils out there, pulling the ball out of the air and picking up the first down, holding on to things for the Devils here going into the half. So the Rams are going to be called for a pass interference. They are going to say no to that one because the amount of yards gained by Derek, because that would be a line of scrimmage pass interference call, so not a spot foul. So with that being said, Derek picking up more than that foul allows the Devils to keep the ball at the first down marker at the 36. Wahai switching to the Twins on the far side. Twin running backs in the backfield. DK by himself here on the near side of the field. Owen watching that clock tick down. He is not going to call the play before that clock dwindles down as much as he possibly can. Needing to run that clock out as much as possible. The Rams looking at the clock, trying to figure out when he's going to call for it. Handoff to Evan. Evan King spins, bounces to the inside, stays on his feet, and picks up another 6 or 7. Kenroy Brown picks him up off the field at the 28-yard line, 29-yard line. They're going to place the ball. Wahai needing to just run this clock out. Hopefully they keep that ball as safe as possible. 5:49 on the clock, 28 seconds on the play clock. Wahai up 28-25 as they slow march through Rams territory here in the fourth and final quarter here at Burleski Stadium. Kenroy to the flank to the left of Owen. Evan to the right. DK here on the near side. On the far side, Derek Bingham interior. Carter Chevelle on the far side. Owen again letting that play clock run as far as he can down. Calls the play. Kenroy Brown up the middle, and he is stopped after about 2.5 yards bringing it out to about the 26-yard line. So, again, a great run for the Devils as they just have about 2 yards for the first down now. Again, no need to hurry. 3rd and 1, 4:58 on the clock. The Devils just need to keep churning and churning up this field slowly. No need to even pick up some big yardage plays. They just want to run that clock all the way down. Again, standing the twin running back, twin wide receivers to the far side. Owen calls to the ball, hands off to Evan. Evan bouncing up the middle, picks up the first down. I believe he's pretty darn close. Let's see where they place the ball.
Makana Sekuli on the tackle.
That's going to be a 4th down. So Bridger Sedgwick comes in. Evan King is going to come out. I believe they're going to measure this, possibly, or they're going to take a peek.
So they can bring on the chains to measure.
Nope, the chains are going to come out. They're going to try to measure this. So last time they called for a measurement, we were about 2.5 inches short, according to the white hat. So let's see after this measurement if it's going to go in favor of the Devils or not. As they stretch it out, it's going to be short. So a full yard short. Not really sure why we called for the chains. I could have told you from up here in the booth, and I'm all the way back at the 45 in the opposite direction. That ball's all the way up at the 25. That was going to be a yard short. So 4th and a long one.
4th and short for the Blue Devils.
The Devils with a new play clock set at 25 seconds. And the game clock starting to run. Evan King, a little wildcat. Evan King throws out to Bridger Sedgwick. Bridger Sedgwick is dropped in the 10. So a wildcat pass by Evan King. Evan King with a completion out to Bridger Sedgwick. Bridger pulls it out of the air, and they're dropped down at about the 6-yard line. So 3:37 on the clock. The Devils pick up the first down and goal now. Let's see what the Devils decide to do here. 3:37 on the clock.
First and goal for the Blue Devils from the 7.
Wahai with the 2 running back set. 1 wide receiver to the far side, 2 here to the near side. Owen calls for the snap, handoff to Kenroy. Kenroy bounces out the edge. He's got lots of room. He's going to march into the field, takes on the ram, and runs in for a touchdown. His second one of the night. Kenroy Brown, touchdown. KB the Beast. 3:14 on the clock. The Devils extend the lead now to 34-25 on a 6-yard run by Kenroy Brown. The Devils now up 34-25. Let's see if good old reliable Cooper Shields can extend the lead back to 9 points. Or 10 points, I'm sorry. I forgot the Rams missed another extra point. The sure-handed Micah Eggert out there to hold. Calls for the ball. Snap is perfect. The kick is up. It is also good. 35-25. The Wahai Blue Devils extending the lead as Kenroy Brown marches in for the score. The entire Blue Devils meeting as Justin James is giving him a little talk down here on kickoff. So leader Justin James calling for a little extra meeting out there before the kickoff, giving a little inspiration speech out to the Devils as they extend the lead now to 10 points. All the Devils had to do is hold on for 3 more minutes, and they're going to pick up the final win at Burleski Stadium for the Devils. A great way to send off Burleski Stadium, a great way to finish off the season if the Devils can hold on for 3 more minutes and pick up the dub and send the Rams home with the L. The Devils take the field as the kickoff team gets set. Justin James sending out some extra players, different players out there on the kick return or kickoff unit here. Let's see if they can send the ball deep. Cooper Shields back at the 30-yard line. Sets his players up. Whistle's blown. Cooper sends the ball poached down as a ball's picked up at the 35 and returned. Brian Kanene out there on the hit, lays the wood down, and he's dropped at the 50. So a pooch kick out to about the 42-yard line, picked up and returned 8 yards to the 50. 3:09 left here in the fourth and final quarter of play for the Devils. The Devils currently up 35-25 after the 6-yard sprint to the corner by Kenroy Brown. The Rams sending trips to the far side of the field. A single wide receiver here to the near side. An empty backfield. 4 wide receivers to the far side of the field. A swing pass out. Mark Albaugh in pursuit. Bridger Sedgwick trying to find him. And DK knocks him out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So the Rams trying to keep the clock from running too far out. They've got to score quick. The Rams staying in this trips format this time to the near side of the field, as it is the wide side, the ball is on the far hash. A running back in the backfield this time for the Rams. Calls the snap, drops back, looking here to the left, rolls out in pursuit, tries to sling the pass out to the 35. He does, and a ball returned out to about the 20-yard line. Kenroy Brown and Bridger Sedgwick in on the tackle. The ball down at the 21. The clock is running as it is being placed. The Rams hustling up, trying to do something. 3 wide receivers to the far side, trips to the far side. Single wide receiver set here to the near side. Quarterback rolls out, looking for someone. Sling passes out to the ground. No good. The ball thrown to the turf on the far side. That's going to stop the clock. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock and bring up 2nd and 10. The Rams trying to hurry up and get the ball out quickly, but unfortunately unable to capitalize. 2nd and 10 now for the Rams. The Rams sending a stack wide receiver to the far side and the near side. 1 running back flanked to the right from the shotgun. Calls the snap, drops back, looks across the middle, almost sacked. Oh, he is sacked. He is brought down in the backfield by Adani Wolf. Adani Wolf pulls him down and drops him for a loss. Timeout being called by the Rams. We'll take a quick timeout with them. The Devils are up 35-25. 2.5 minutes left to play here at Burleski Stadium. Come back and join us. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Why is Carrier equipment from Grassy Refrigeration such a great choice for your heating and cooling needs? There's a lot of reasons. We've been in business since 1958. Our technicians are highly trained and experienced. We install top-of-the-line equipment from Carrier. And we provide a full range of HVAC services, including planned maintenance, repairs, and air quality improvement. Plus, friendly service is always guaranteed at Grassy Refrigeration. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Welcome back to Burleski Stadium. 2.5 minutes of play left here in Burleski for the Devils as they prepare to hopefully send the stadium off with a dub here for Dub. 2:30 on the clock. The Rams now, after the loss, 3rd and 15. Twins here to the near side and to the right. Their running back flanks out, trying to find something, and he catches the ball. Wow. There's a flag out there. It looked like it was actually intercepted, but it went right through the hands of Mark Albaugh into the hands of the wide receiver out there. I believe there was a hold call because it looked like Luke Tribowasser was going to tackle him, but he got pulled out. Let's see what the white hat says, though. There is a flag, like I said, in the backfield about where Luke Tribowasser was trying to make the tackle. I believe it's going to be a holding call on the Rams. They're marching back, so, yeah, that's what it's going to be. Let's see what the white hat says. The ball is going to be placed about 12 yards short. If they take it, that's going to allow them to replay that third down. If they don't take it, that'll be 4th down. So they are going to take that penalty and march the ball back. So an illegal use of hands by the Rams, going to march it back an additional 5 yards. That's going to take the ball all the way back to the 39-yard line. So to get the first, the Rams are going to have to get all the way up to the 12-yard line. So a huge loss for the Rams there. 2:22 on the clock. Triple twos. If it was playing baseball, me and Jay would be taking our hats off and shaking them. The Rams trips to the near side. One wide receiver to the far side. A single running back set from the shotgun. Drops back, looking deep, trying to find some space. Being pursued, throws the ball deep across the middle. DK elevates this time and knocks the ball down to the ground this time. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 28 now for the Rams. The Rams having to put 10 points on the board, so they've got no choice but to go for it here. So fantastic play by DK on defense back there to knock the ball away as the quarterback dropped back, threw it deep down the field, but to no avail. The Rams trips here to the near side, drops back, a dump pass out to the running back. Kenroy Brown comes up, trying to find some space and pushes him out of bounds on the far side of the field. A minute 58 left here on the clock. The Devil student section, what's out here with their blankets and PJs on Blankets and PJs night. Perfect time to be in blankets. I don't know if I'd be out here in PJs unless I had my suite next to me to be able to keep me warm. A minute 58 here on the clock. 35-25. The Wahai Blue Devils are going to take the dub. Let's see what the Devils try to do here offensively. I'm not sure how many timeouts the Rams have left, but they're going to, if they can pick up a couple of first downs here, they should be able to kneel it out. Owen calls the snap, handoff to Evan. Evan bounces up the middle, stretches forward to the 25, so about a 3-yard pickup. The Rams immediately call a timeout.
Number 20, Brayden Edwards on the tackle.
So again, not sure how many timeouts West Valley has. If you're just joining us, the Devils having a fantastic offensive and defensive showing here tonight. Some turnovers, some pick sixes, some strip balls. I mean, it's been an exciting night here at Burleski Stadium. So if we can keep this energy going into 2025, it'll be a fantastic season for the Devils next year. Lots of young players still staying on the team. The Devils overall are not losing a lot of seniors. A lot of the seniors that we're going to be losing are out there at wide receiver, but we have a fantastic sophomore class coming up. Wahai staying in the Twins format at running back and here the wide receiver on the near side. Owen calls the ball. A handoff this time to Kenroy Brown. Kenroy is grabbed by the hips and swung like a swing dancer for a loss of 1. Again, the Rams call another timeout. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. The Rams needing 10 points, down 25-35 to the Devils here tonight. The final game at Burlesque, got 1 minute and 46 seconds left of football at Burlesque, so luckily the few fans that have stuck around through the cold, chilly night here are going to be able to enjoy 1 minute and 46 seconds of football left. Justin James giving the Devils their final call. Offensively, let's see if they're going to be able to pick up a first down and kneel it out, or if the Rams are going to get a chance to try to draw the score even closer. Kenroy Brown to the near side, or the far side. Evan King to the near side this time. Owen calls for the snap, hands off to Kenroy. Kenroy fumbles the ball, but picks it back up and keeps running, and he's dropped at the 20. So Kenroy Brown, ball slips out, but he's able to hold on and pick up the ball. Could have been dangerous there, but he's able to hold on to it. And that's going to bring up 4th and 8. I'm not sure how much time. I don't think the Rams have another timeout. So the Devils should be able to put 24 seconds down on the clock. I'm not sure if they're going to try to punt it, or if I think the Devils are probably going to run the clock down and then call a timeout and punt it. That's what it looks like. Justin James is standing next to the ref. 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and timeout. Justin James runs the clock all the way down to 56 seconds on the clock. The Devils will send out Cooper Shields, the senior kicker, so he'll get one more chance to show off his leg here as a Devil and kick the ball down the field and hopefully give the dub for the Devils. If you're just joining us, the Devils are up 35-25, 56 seconds left here in the 4th and final quarter of football at Burlesque Stadium. It is a chilly night out here as the Devils finally going to close the chapter at Burlesque with a W and hopefully carry that energy into 2025 as we continue our new one at Devils Field at Wahai. So hopefully we'll see a lot more fans out there since it's right there on campus. We've got the beautiful lights. Can't wait for the stadium stairs to be there and the new booth that we'll be calling from. Hopefully it's a little warmer, maybe a little insulation in there. I don't know. I'm going to maybe push for that. Cooper Shields back to punt at the 5-yard line. Back deep at a 45 for the Rams. A beautiful snap and a beautiful kick by Cooper is going to land at about the 45 and bounce, and he's going to pick it up, and the ball is stripped out and dropped. Adani Wolf strips the ball loose, and the Devils recover. 45.7 seconds on the clock. Adani Wolf, the senior for the Devils, with a fantastic turnover strip, solidifying the win here for the Devils. I believe we're going to show some victory formation out there for the Devils as they finish off the season with a win here at Burlesque. 45.7 seconds, 20 seconds on the play clock.
Football coach's favorite formation.
The victory formation for the Devils. And a kneel down at the 45. 39 seconds on the game clock, 37 seconds on the play clock, as Owen is smart enough to not take the knee until the time rolled off. this clock is going to end, as well as the chapter for the Devils here at Brzezinski Stadium with a win. The Devils 35, the Rams 25. We'll take a break and come back and close out and tell you all about what happened if you missed it. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio here on KGDC.
Give the gift that keeps on giving. Quality vehicle service and repair at Walla Walla Transmission. We service all makes and models with ASC certified technicians who have decades of experience. We can repair it all, from your large diesel 4x4s to your high-performance sports cars and everything in between. Walla Walla Transmission provides complete auto repair and service. Call today to learn more. 525-8710. That's 525-8710. Walla Walla Transmission, just north of West Rose Street at 204 Bennett, Walla Walla.
Change is inevitable, and the change of life events is something we all live through, whether it's the joy of a new marriage or business partnership, or the stress and emotion of losing a loved one. Financial advisors Bill Fleener and Brandon Zarro of D.A. Davidson are committed to providing trusted advice through life's key moments. Life changes fast. Fleener Zarro Wealth Management is ready to help. Visit them at 102 West Main Street, a member of D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC.